William Shatner one question, what would it be?
What do you remember most about your pursuit of me?
He pursued you.
Relentlessly.
Really? Did you ever have sex with him?
That's very rude. Why would you ask that? And who are you?
I'm Gary.
Well, that doesn't sell me anything.
I'm with Satellite Radio.
All right. Well,
Say any more?
didn't they ever teach you any manners? Satellite Radio?
Well, I mean, he pursued you. I just was asking if...
You don't always win the person that you pursue, do you?
Did you know that Sulu is gay?
Yes, I did. Before he came out with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you think of George Takei being involved with the Howard Stern show?
I think it's a perfect match.
Why do you say that?
Well, I think they vibrate on the same frequency.
Have you ever used the N-word?
No.
And do you think William Shatner's hair is real?
It's not real, of course. I saw him take his toupee off as we were leaving the set and throw it on the makeup table.
How long ago was that?
When we did the show.
How long ago was that?
What was it, 1968?
He was bald back then?
Yes.
Thanks a lot. You're full of knowledge.
I want to know, like, she doesn't sound like she's thrilled with Shatner pursuing her. It must have been really annoying. You know, there was something up there.
I'm also wondering about her take on Takei.
What are you eating?
Just a little piece of licorice.
No, I don't. Tell me when you're done. Hey, what's going on over there?
Artie's always eating during the show.
I know.
But
not you.
Bad habit.
Oh, it's not hot. You're the hot chick on the show. You got to live up to your image. Just since you started racing cars. Everyone knew what you were doing.
All right. At least I'm not chewing tobacco like the race car driver.
Right.
I'm the morbidly obese guy on the show, Robin.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, here is a string of people at the Star Trek convention, all who have, like...
Wait a minute. I was talking about her take on George Takei. She says that you two vibrate on the same frequency. I don't understand.
We're kindred spirits. We both
it doesn't sound like she liked that all that much.
You know, if Gary was a different guy, we might have gotten some more information out of that situation.
Hi, what's your name?
Lois Jewell.
Lois, and what made you famous?
It was Star Trek's Bread and Circuses. I was Drusilla the Slave Girl, and it was the second season of the original series.
Wow. Can you imagine how depressing a Star Trek convention is? I was what? I watched Star Trek. Well, who is she?
Drusilla the Slave Girl.
What, is that the one that Harry Mudd had and one of those three broads?
She sounds hot.
One?
What?
Is that the purple one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There were many slaves.
With the purple pussy?
She had purple pussy.
Yeah.
It sounded like she played a hot chick on the show.
Smart, she has purple pussy. All right, it's one after another. Here's another one.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Celeste Yarnell, and I played Yeoman Martha Landon on the classic Star Trek episode, The Apple.
Wow. What is the classic episode, The Apple? Do you know?
No. I know Yeoman, the blonde Yeoman.
But she's not that Yeoman.
No, this is a one-shot. Everyone's a one-shotter.
Howard, the funny thing is, every one of them was on the classic episode. That's
right.
their line.
The Trekkie, yeah, it's like a line. Like the Trekkies want to hear them say that. Oh, are you okay?
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. I thought it was an open faucet.
Wow.
That wasn't me.
What?
But going like that?
Yeah.
I was doing a Star Trek effect.
Boy.
That's the Enterprise.
It sounds like breathing is even a chore at this point.
It is, quite frankly.
Honestly. All right, here's another one.
What's your name?
My name is Natalia Nogalich, otherwise known as Admiral Nechayev in Star Trek Next Gen and DS9.
Whoa, boy.
Ooh.
You're like Johnny Sack. Are you going to have to start coming in with that plastic thing in your nose?
I'll stop coming in long before I do that.
You don't want to be in here with that?
Oh, come on.
You should just start wearing that oxygen we have pumped into you.
I want a little nitro.
All right, listen to this. We're continuing at the Star Trek convention.
What's your name?
Don Marshall.
What'd you do in Star Trek?
I played Lieutenant Boma. I argued with Spock a lot, and I told him I'd bury him because he didn't want to bury the dead. And I insisted on them burying the dead where he didn't want to do that. He wanted to just leave them and take off in the shuttle.
A, I don't remember one of these people. B, I wonder what they get paid to be at the Star Trek convention.
They must go just to pay, have people buy their autographs.
Yeah, and see, like if I go to the Star Trek convention and I'm a Trekkie, am I just pissed off to no end?
This guy's explaining his storyline.
Absolutely not. If you're a Trekkie, are you pissed off? Because these are the people you can never get.
Get them all in one room?
Yeah.
All the broads probably have Shatner hitting on me stories.
I tell Spock to bury him, and then...
What was that? Let me, I don't even remember that. Wait.
What's your name?
Don Marshall.
What'd you do in Star Trek?
I played Lieutenant Boma. I argued with Spock a lot, and I told him I'd bury him because he didn't want to bury the dead. And I insisted on them burying the dead where he didn't want to do that. He wanted to...
Oy vey. And where does he think this interview is going to be used? All right, here's another guy. I mean, listen to this. Listen to this lineup.
Well, first of all, who are you?
I play the role of Captain Pike and Lieutenant DePaul. My name is Sean Kenny.
Captain Pike is big.
Lieutenant DePaul he played. Who's that?
He came back as Lieutenant DePaul?
I should just go, like, as an experiment, go there and pretend to be an obscure character.
You could, and probably people would just say, wow, I forgot all about him.
I play Colonel Klink. We had Hogan in the internment camp. Sir, you're at the wrong convention. Hogan!
You don't remember the Hogan episode?
I'm Herman Munster.
I'm the bartender, Isaac.
Oh, my God.
What?
I'm about to make a sad bit even sadder.
What?
Jason just found this article. Apparently, it says typically conference organizers will pay tens of thousands of dollars to lure the big guns. But these smaller bit players, they pay $100.
They pay?
They have to pay to set up shop.
Oh, no. I said they probably make money selling their autograph.
I knew there was a way they were getting victimized.
Wow.
They got to piss. So this guy who chased Spock around... And
he paid $100 to be able to
So he's got to sell 20 autographs at $5 a pop to break even.
What a shame.
Well, first of all, who are you?
I play the role of Captain Pike and Lieutenant DePaul. My name is Sean Kenny.
So you're in the original Star Trek?
Original series, yeah. 1966 and 1967.
Yeah, I remember him. He was supposed to be William Shatner.
Yeah, he just missed being William Shatner.
Yes, they shot the pilot.
No, but that was Jeffrey Hunter. See, he didn't play the Commander Pike that you see on the screen walking around. He played the guy that sat in the chair and went boop.
You're kidding me.
No.
He's the guy in the box.
He's the guy in the box.
And that's it. He wasn't Jeffrey Hunter.
Because Jeffrey Hunter died. That's the
guy who got to do all the young guy stuff.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
So he was basically basically a prop.
I'm not following what you're saying.
What he's saying is, okay, I'll explain. You know, for English is a second language.
No, but I can explain it.
It sounds like if you know the show,
he
you
did
know
the shorthand version.
Let me explain. Remember the first real episode with Commander Pike?
I don't know who Commander Pike is.
Commander Pike was this guy.
And he ran the Enterprise.
Now, he gets into a horrible thing where his body becomes useless. All he is a head in a box, Commander Pike. And he's reflecting back on his life because they were having a trial.
Yeah.
So they reflect back. There's Commander Pike walking around. I always thought it was the same guy, so he had a whole big speaking part before he's the guy in the box. What Fred's telling me is this Commander Pike that we're hearing from the Star Trek convention is the guy in the box.
The guy in the box.
Who just stands there. They had like a stoplight like on his box, and the red light would go off for yes and no. But the guy who actually played Commander Pike as the young man isn't even this guy.
No. Oh, my God.
See, because what they did is they shot the Star Trek pilot. They used that pilot as those two episodes.
Right.
And the guy who played the original Commander Pike had since died, so they needed somebody to play the other Pike.
Right, I know. That's confusing for a lot of people.
But Jeffrey Hunter, if he had lived, would have been the guy with the head.
Probably not. He probably would have been beneath him.
That's right.
Because he's too young to play the guy with the head.
What's your name?
Lawrence Montaigne.
And Lawrence, what character did you play on Star Trek?
I played two characters. I played Decius, was the first Romulan. I played Decius in Balance of Terror. And the following year I came back and I played Ston.
Well, give me a fucking $100.
Wow.
Amok Time.
These guys are like the people who played Chewbacca and R2-D2. You
Not
don't
even.
know them.
Not even. Yeah, oh, hello. I should go to one of these conventions and go, yeah, I'm Chewbacca.
Who played Chewbacca?
I don't know.
Some guy in a costume, but they do go around to conventions and people want to meet him.
You never heard the name of the Chewbacca guy?
The guy who did R2-D2 is like a big deal. And not the guy's voice. You don't have R2-D2, not R2-D2, the other one.
Darth Vader.
No, the other robot that hangs out with R2-D2.
C-3PO.
You know how C-3PO has a British accent, which makes no fucking sense?
Right. There's a guy.
Yeah, well, that guy's voice is different from the guy who actually walked around in the metal suit.
Right, well, that makes sense, though.
But the guy in the metal suit goes to all the conventions. He's not even the voice.
But it's the same with Darth Vader. There was a guy in the suit, but James Earl Jones did the voice.
Yeah, that guy goes around.
No, I heard the guy in the Vader suit was like a wrestler.
He was
or
a
something.
weightlifter or something.
Right.
Peter Mayhew.
Peter Mayhew said...
Ladies and gentlemen, over in booth 57 is Peter Mayhew, Darth Vader. Hello.
What a thankless acting job, because you got to fucking be there on those long days on the set, and you ain't getting rich or famous.
Right.
Oh, but it's worth it, because you see his next role.
Right.
But you know what's really funny? Peter Mayhew could show up at a Star Trek or Star Wars convention, and he'd be paying $100 to get there, and then James Earl Jones would be given $10,000 to be there.
Yeah, but I wonder if that guy, like Peter Mayhew, can he get pussy at a Star Trek or Star Wars?
Peter Mayhew played Chewbacca.
Oh.
Some other guy named David Prowse played Darth Vader.
Played Darth Vader?
David Prowse, can he get pussy? I'm David Prowse.
I'm Darth Vader.
In all the movies, those were the same two guys?
And I bet you he tried to do the voice, the James Earl Jones voice. You know what I mean?
Because everybody's got to be disappointed that he doesn't sound like Darth Vader.
It's funny now.
Hello, I'm Darth Vader.
Nowadays, they would have just been computer animated things. I mean, at least they got a gig out of it.
But wait a minute. No, even in Lord of the Rings, there's a Gollum. Even though he's computer generated, there's a guy they based that on. Yeah. There's an actor who played him.
Oh, you know who it is? You know why I know this? Because...
Fred the Elephant Boy.
It's the same guy who simulated King Kong's movement.
Right.
Andy something
in the movie King Kong.
There's an actual gig for that.
Yeah.
And they gave him a part in King Kong, too.
Richard's telling me that the guy who played Darth Vader, this is even more sad, actually did the voice for the movie, and then Lucas didn't like it. He went back and hired James Earl Jones.
Right.
All right. I'm Darth Vader.
Hello. I'd love to hear what the voice was.
Hi, I'm Darth Vader.
You know it ain't as good as James.
What's master, everybody? Darth Vader here.
And Darth Vader is that voice.
Hi.
What's your name?
Victor Brandt.
And what made you famous, Victor?
What made me famous?
In the Star Treks?
Yes, I was in 2 of the original Star Trek episodes, The Way to Eden and The Elan of Troyes. And The Way to Eden, the classic Star Trek where the hippies take over the ship.
Oh, yeah.
I played Tongo Rad.
The title.
And in the other episode, I played Lieutenant Watson, a red shirt. And you can guess what happened to me.
Wow, you mean he had to pay $100? Nice man like that?
Yeah.
That sucks, Dick. I hope
love,
not.
The titles. I played Commander Flickaflack
in the classic.
Classic, the sweatshirt.
But there were a ton of those guys who had parts where, their job really was to be, when they beamed down to the planet,
to get killed,
to be the one that got killed.
Right.
And so now they're paying $100 to tell you that.
Yeah, but they must be making some money there. I mean, somebody's getting their autograph.
I can't wait to pay $100 in 30 years to go to an Entourage convention.
I played in episode 36.
The classic episode.
You know what? I got to learn the name of my episode.
I was the gay guy at the party.
At a lot of these conventions, too, like the horror conventions, there's like 4 or 5 different guys there that each played, like Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Or Michael Myers, they wore the mask.
Yeah.
But they had a different guy do it in every movie. So if you happen to like Friday the 13th Part 4, you can meet the guy who played Jason in that movie.
And when you meet that guy, does he sit down and sign shit?
Yeah, he signs like pictures of him in the mask.
And do you hand him the $5 bill right then and there, or do you just...
Is it in a jar?
I think you just give them the cash and they have a little purse or something, a lot of them.
Because I know Eddie Munster. What's that kid's name?
Butch Patrick.
Butch Patrick. He's 50 now, he would just sit there at these conventions, and the people would just he'd say, can I have my $20?
Well, I did something funny with him. He was at a convention in Orlando when I lived down there, and I was filming one of my shitty low-budget movies. So I wanted to have a name in my movie, so I wanted Butch Patrick to be in my movie.
Yeah.
So I just filmed him sitting at his table at a convention saying, I am your father. And, like, I gave him some cheesy lines to say, and I felt bad, so I gave him $20 and I bought an autograph from him.
You know what's really funny about the Jason thing is that there was one movie where they made a big deal about bringing back the original Jason. And it was like, who cares? He wears a mask.
Well, there's one guy that played Jason in like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
His name's Kane Hodder, and he's like the most famous one.
Right.
Because he did it in more than one movie.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, Mike, you're on. What?
The guys were telling me they went to that Chiller convention, and the soup Nazi was there, and he was selling autographed ladles for $20.
Shame on him. Mike, you're on the air.
Howard.
Soup Nazi. Yeah.
Howard, you there?
Yeah.
Couple things. The C-3PO thing. That's the same guy that the voice and the person are the same guy. Some British guy, Anthony Daniels.
Great.
The other thing, Artie, you said you were going to be on Entourage. That was last season?
No,
I never saw you.
I never did either. It's coming up this season.
April 29th,
This is the second half of the one season. I don't know how that is, but yeah, it's April 29th it's on.
Yeah, I want to.
April 29th. Okay, I was looking all over for it.
Would you remind us when it gets close?
Yeah.
All right.
It's 2 weeks from this past Sunday that just happened.
All right, awesome. Howard, one more thing. With the website, any way we could get, like, biographies or, like, pictures or so forth of, like, the Whack Pack? It's hard to put a,
Not of me. I'm not putting my biography.
No, I know your biography's not out there. Everybody else's is, but...
Biography? Who's going to do that?
He's talking about the Whack Pack. He wants to know...
Like, the Whack... It's, like,
some basic information.
A mental picture of what Crazy Alice looks like. And
as a matter of fact, we are working on that as we speak.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Gary, get to work on that. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm all for it. What do you want?
I was going to say another funny thing that people do at these conventions, why I kind of feel bad for some of these celebrities. They'll walk up and hand these celebrities their cell phone and say, hey, talk to my buddy. And then they'll tell them to say their famous phrase. Like Soup Nazi was on I saw him on a cell phone going, no soup for you. And he had to say it like 5 times.
Yeah, as long as
to
you
this
pay him.
woman's friend, yeah.
Yeah, I go to a restaurant all the time and with my daughter, and the guy asked me last time would I mind speaking to his brother next time I come in on the phone. I go, okay, I'll do it. He's a nice guy. But
I get asked that all the fucking time.
Oh, man, what do you do? And I'm like, hey, how you doing, man?
At a signing, you're cornered. I've done it before. I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, I don't want to touch the cell phone because of the germ thing.
Yeah.
And what do you say? I mean, somebody Bucky Lasik handed me the phone and said, hey, my friend's a big fan of yours. Say hello to him.
See, I don't do that.
Well, I mean, we're going up a flight of stairs.
Why'd you say I'm an adult with a reasonable IQ?
Artie probably gets, I bet you get a lot of people that want you to be their outgoing message.
Right.
Like say, hey, you reached so-and-so.
A lot of them, they go, call my friend a fag.
Oh.
Like,
hey, you fag.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
Call my friend an asshole.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Hey, you know, it's funny how, like, you're the germphobe, but you'll do heroin, and, like, you'll just get it from anybody on the street.
You don't know what they did with that heroin.
Yeah, they put laxatives and they touch it. You know what I mean?
No, I couldn't use a payphone in New York City back before cell phones. I skeeved every payphone.
Yeah.
But I would go to the Beacon Theater, and a guy I never met before would hand me a bong, and I just take a hit.
Right.
It's the want for getting high.
But you know what they do with cocaine? I mean, there's a naked bunch of women sitting in a room.
I've never seen them.
Scratching their pussies.
Yeah, and they're naked, Artie.
Well, you got to cut it with something.
Jenks, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Howard. I know this sounds sad, but you could play any of those Star Trek interviews, and I'll tell you exactly all about that person.
Really?
Yeah.
You know each episode. The Apple, you know what that is.
I own every episode.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, you could play a second of it, and I'll tell you exactly who that character was.
Wow.
Like, you know the guy who played the original Q, William Campbell?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, yeah, well, he does appearances, and it's like, and I met him once at a Star Trek.
Yeah, but you see, you're mentioning,
good.
You know, Q had a major role on Star Trek. These guys, you know, they got to describe the whole plot.
Some of them were Lieutenant whoever who just died when they beamed down.
You're talking about extras.
You remember the episode with the traveling hippies and Roger, and, you know, like the guy's got to go through the whole plot in order to explain who he is.
Well, there was, I'm not talking about John Delancey Q in The Next Generation. I'm talking about the original Q in the original Star Trek.
All right, I got to get out of this conversation.
You know what
really got into
it's very lonely.
The boy... Oh, this is kind of interesting. Wonder what you think of this. First, I'll give you Gary Garver. Okay, Gary Garver ran into Lorenzo Lamas. How do you explain... Lorenzo's been on the show a couple of times.
Yeah, I saw Lorenzo, as a matter of fact, out in California last time I was there.
Even if you don't know who Lorenzo Lamas is, it's cool because Gary gets thrown out of the autograph session. It's just funny. He's just doing a perfectly nice interview with Lorenzo. Lorenzo's thrilled to talk to him because he knows the Howard Stern show and he's a friend. And next thing you know, Garver's getting the heave-ho. And they're really vicious about it.
Hey, Lorenzo. What's going on, man? How you doing?
How's Howard?
Doing well. What do you think?
Hey, Howard, buddy, it's Lorenz. I miss you, man. I don't get serious. I'm on that other one, that XM bogus one.
Why don't you get serious?
Because it's just not in my truck. I got XM with the truck I bought. So I might actually sell the truck to get another car that has Sirius.
Are you and Howard still cool?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why haven't you done a show lately?
I haven't been to New York in a long time. You know, I've been out here raising my kids and stuff, but yeah, I might go to New York actually in October. So I'd love to see you, Howard.
Hey, is there something depressing about being here today?
You know, you look around, you see everybody getting older. That's a little depressing.
Who's the biggest has-been here?
Well, there are a couple of people I don't know who they are. So they're like after has-been. So you can't even think about who a person is, you know. Hi, Sharon.
What? I'm interviewing Lorenzo.
No, he's not allowed at the show.
Why not?
We threw you out 2 shows ago and told you not to come back.
You never said not to come back.
Get that thing out of my face.
Lorenzo, am I asking anything wrong?
You know what? If Sharon says you got to go, there's a lot of deputy sheriffs here that look like they can take her. Oh,
what? They're looking for me right now?
Turn that stupid mic out my face.
Yeah? All right. All right, Lorenzo. You know how it goes. See ya.
Okay, I'm telling you now. Don't come back again.
How many times have we thrown you out?
What? How many times? I don't know, a couple.
Go ahead. How many times? A couple?
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you guys like me? I don't do anything wrong.
Piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Just like your boss.
Oh, really? Just like my boss? All right.
Hey, what did I do?
He
must mean Mel, not me.
Oh. Hold me up.
Who is Gary's boss?
Okay, just wait a minute.
Yeah.
We appreciate your cooperation.
Can I get my money back? Can I get my $20 back?
You're lucky you're not arrested.
Why? I'm not trespassing. I paid $20.
You did not.
I'm not harassing it. I did pay $20.
You did not okay this.
I paid $20.
But you did not okay this.
You paid $20? No, you didn't.
I swear to God, ask him. I paid $20.
You paid $20 to get in.
Not from the other guy, the older guy, got the glasses.
Is that funny? The admission is 15 and you paid 20. You're such a nice guy.
That guy doesn't even work here.
Yeah.
Get that thing out of my face.
Here, come on, sir.
Can we take your tape out?
No. I was not here illegally at all. I'll leave.
I like the guy goes.
No, I never talked to you guys.
You're lucky you're not in jail. And I'm like, what do you, he's in jail for asking questions?
Yeah, it's against the law to ask questions anymore, I guess.
He paid to get in.
How many times have they?
3 times. It doesn't mean he can't come back. He keeps going back.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're banned for life.
Not only does Gary get paid shit, but, like, you know, he gets so abused at these things. He's just trying to do some interviews.
You know what's really sad? You know, he's interviewing somebody, and when they throw him out, you know, like he's embarrassed in front of Lorenzo. It's just so sad.
He just laughs. It's just so funny. I figured you had enough of a concert. Comfortably numb. Comfortably numb. Hey now, what's happening, everybody? was going to play you a little prank call. Gary Garver's here. I don't want to keep him sitting out there too long.
Yeah, I saw Gary sitting in there. I didn't realize he'd be in live today.
Yeah. Hey, Gary, come on in and say hi to everybody. He's got a couple of new things. He recently went out and interviewed some Playboy-type girls.
You know what? Yesterday, maybe one of these days we want to talk to Brent from the Bubba Show about this. He apparently had a sort of long-term sexual relationship with a Playboy playmate.
Who, Brent?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. He said he got her a lot.
Well, what are you saying? Brent's not a good-looking guy?
He just doesn't run in a Hollywood crowd.
In a word, no.
If I was a girl, I'd have sex with Brent. I would. I love Brent. I do. I love that guy.
I mean, he's an average-looking guy. He's not the kind of guy that, a Playboy chick would go crazy for.
Bubba gets mad because I like Brent better than him, he feels. He goes, yeah, Howard likes you better than me.
You're Howard's guy.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Hey, Howard. How you doing?
How horrible is your life going?
What?
You look pretty good for a guy with such a horrible life.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah. Gary, Baba Booey always says, Gary Garver's like the sad sack. He comes in, there's always something horrible going on. Either he's getting divorced and his wife, won't talk to him.
No, everything's cool, man.
Or he can't get a job.
Well, that's true. Can't get a job. I got something to promote, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you promoting?
I'm doing an internet TV show.
See what I mean?
What?
There's no such thing.
GaryGarver.com. Come on, go to
right?
Yeah, I swear to God, I built.
Is that the place where there's a site where you can go? Anybody can have a TV show.
Well, I have a website that my guys put up, Bailey and Jack, and I've got a house band, Eden Tree.
And what do you do?
A
Interviews?
house band.
Yeah, I've got a band. It's like a variety show.
And do you have interviews?
Yeah,
Who's going to be a guest?
I had Garrett.
No one.
Bullshit.
Who do you got?
I had Garrett Morris on.
Oh, Garrett Morris.
I had Tara Patrick on.
Nice.
Sam Simon was on.
Oh, my.
Wow.
All right. So what are you guys talking about?
Yes,
yeah. Well, you guys busting my balls already.
Hey, look at our show. We have you as a guest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, who's doing worse, him or us?
Us.
Yeah, you guys are fucked. You got me here.
Who paid for you to come to New York? How'd you even afford that?
Dr. Peter Chesky. I'm giving away free breast implants on my show.
Oh, all right. That's a good move.
Dr. Peter Chesky backed me. DrPeterChesky.com. I got to plug him a few times because he paid for my trip. Of course, I can't afford it.
Let me pick out a great interview of yours so people remember who Gary Garver is. What do you think is his best interview? I'll give you a couple of names, Robin.
All
you
right.
tell me what his best one is. Fred, you chime in on this as well.
Because I know the best one for me is.
All right. You got Joe Pesci.
That was
Bob Hope
good.
Golf Classic.
That's good.
I'm going to mention Leon Spinks.
That's definitely in my top 5.
That's a nice one.
I'm going to mention Billy Crystal.
Good.
I could mention Sharon Stone, maybe.
Nah, she was a bitch.
Yeah, I don't think she...
Rosie O'Donnell.
Why was that the best?
Because she's just a cunt. I'm sorry.
You don't like Rosie.
I hate her. I mean, she
I made up with Rosie.
I heard, but she's mean. She was mean-spirited to me. She was a bitch.
That threw him out? He was talking to somebody
Sharon
last
Stone.
week, and he just got thrown out. Oh, he was talking to Lorenzo Lamas, and they just threw him out of
That was great tape. Should I play that again?
Yeah,
Gary,
that was
where's the
great.
Lorenzo Lamas? Gary Garver. All right.
You know, I actually have to sneak my microphone in and tape recorder into that event. Because they've thrown me out like 5 times.
All right, here you go. Lorenzo Lamas. This is funny. Lorenzo's being a good sport, and they come over and they just throw him out. It's so humiliating being Gary. And I got to hand it to you, brother. You really are a brave man. Here he is. Gary Garver, super nice guy, minding his own business, actually not disturbing anyone.
Hey, Lorenzo. What's going on, man? How you doing?
How's Howard?
Doing well. What do you think?
Hey, Howard, buddy, it's Lorenz. I miss you, man. I don't get Sirius. I'm on that other one, that XM bogus one.
Why don't you get Sirius?
Because it's just not in my truck. I got XM with the truck I bought. So I might actually sell the truck to get another car that has Sirius.
Are you and Howard still cool?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why haven't you done a show lately?
I haven't been to New York in a long time. I've been out here raising my kids and stuff, but I might go to New York actually in October. So I'd love to see you, Howard.
Hey, is there something depressing about being here today?
You look around, you see everybody getting older. That's a little depressing.
Who's the biggest has-been here?
Well, there are a couple of people I don't know who they are. So they're like after has-been. So you can't even think about who a person is, you know. Hi, Sharon.
What? I'm just interviewing Lorenzo.
No, he's not allowed at the show.
Why not?
We threw you out 2 shows ago and told you not to come back.
You never said not to come back.
Get that thing out of my face.
Lorenzo, am I asking anything wrong?
You know what? If Sharon says you got to go, there's a lot of deputy sheriffs there that look like they can take her. Oh,
what? They're looking for me right now?
Turn that stupid mic out my face.
Yeah. All right. All right, Lorenzo. You know how it goes. That's it.
Okay, I'm telling you now. Don't come back again.
How many times have we thrown you out?
What? How many times? I don't know, a couple.
Go ahead. How many times? A couple?
Yeah.
Can you answer?
Yeah. Why don't you guys like me? I don't do anything wrong.
Piece of shit.
I'm a piece of shit. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Just like your boss.
Oh, really? Just like my boss? All right.
Hey, who's your boss?
I don't have a boss.
Is it Bob Moore? Or?
Bob Moore. Let's not get there. Let's not go there.
Am I your boss? Is that who they think is your boss?
I have no idea, Howard.
I guess he's talking about me.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's my feeling.
Yeah.
Hold him up a minute, Gary.
Hold me up.
Okay, just wait a minute. Yeah.
Wait,
we appreciate your cooperation.
Can I get my money back? Can I get my $20 back?
You're lucky you're not arrested.
Why? I'm not trespassing. I paid $20.
You did not.
I'm not harassing it. I did pay $20.
You did not okay this.
I paid $20.
But you did not okay this.
You paid $20? No, you didn't.
I swear to God, ask him. I paid $20.
You paid $20 to get in.
Not from the other guy.
I like that a cop doesn't even understand the law. He goes, you're lucky you're not arrested. And he goes, well, what am I doing? You're not okay to talk to people on the tape recorder.
Is it against the law now to talk to people?
Like, that would end the entire world of journalism if that was against the law.
Actually, I paid $15 to get in there.
Cops always think they can throw you in jail just for anything, which they can pretty much, but
I know
that guy's a little misguided.
The thing is, I know the cops down there. They actually like me.
I know. I don't understand what happened. This guy has a real bug up his ass about us.
Yeah, he hates you.
Yeah.
Or me.
Well, he hates me through you.
Yeah. The older guy got the glasses.
Is that funny? The admission is 15 and you paid 20. Josh, you're such a nice guy.
That guy didn't even work here.
Yeah.
Get that thing out of my face.
Here, come on, sir.
Can we take the tape out?
I was not here.
Can we just do whatever we want to you? Can we rape you? Let's kill you. He goes, can we take the tape out? Sure, Sean Penn does it all the time.
Do you want me to kill him?
Yeah, really.
Let's kill him.
Illegally at all. I'll leave.
What's he
doing? Talk to you guys.
Is he trying to grab the mic from you at that point?
It's actually the cops are just leading me out the door.
Is that embarrassing, or you don't even care?
I don't give a shit.
Right.
What do I care? You know?
You know what? You're like so relaxed, too.
You know, he wasn't doing anything anyway. He might as well have this happen.
Did you get your money back?
Hell no.
I mean, that's a week's pay for you.
It is. Can I charge it to Sirius?
Yes.
I'm going to have to put it on my invoice, you know.
Yeah, that's an expense, you know.
It is. I'm telling you.
Hey, Grover, you're on the air.
What's up, guys? Hey, I don't care what you guys say, man. Yo, his TV show is pretty good. But on Howard TV, he interviewed, I think it was like a extra bonus footage or something. He interviewed Chris Angel, and he asked him, he pretended like he thought he's David Blaine, and Chris Angel started poking him on his chest and shit, to say who made up what tricks, and Gary almost had to beat the fucking shit out of him.
Good thing you can handle yourself.
He was a pussy. You know,
yeah.
I mean, he is. I mean, it's funny because I saw him backstage at the AVN Awards.
Right.
He didn't say a word to me. He just sat there, you know.
Probably don't remember you.
I don't know.
Which is better, the Leon Spinks or Billy Crystal? Well, Leon Spinks is great.
Spinks is the better one.
Spinks is the better one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That was crazy.
Here's a
Because I don't remember exactly what the Billy Crystal is.
Well, first, Howard TV has the Chris Angel clip, but Fred, you need to put up your audio. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even I was sick as a dog that day, too.
What do you think about that guy, Chris Angel, who took all your material?
This is Howard Stern. Howard, how are you? Beth is a sweetheart, and I'm looking forward to do your show again, and maybe we can get some better material. Are you going to do that bubble thing again? So you can watch when I did it in 2000 in Times Square. Then he came by and saw me do it because he has no material. He came by to do it. So, David, anytime, any place, anywhere.
Chris,
stop running, man. Stop running. You're a funny guy, dude. You're a funny guy. Have a good night.
When he smacked you in the face, what'd you do? You hit him?
Yeah, I hit him. I shoved him.
You shoved him. You showed him where it was at.
Yeah, I was like, he came back to me, too.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
I like being hit in the face.
I'll be happy to do that for you anytime you're ready. Even though Howard's a good friend, and I know you're just trying to rile me up, and you can't do it, so it's fine.
I just did.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I think so.
What's your name?
Gary Garver.
Gary, how are you?
What's your name?
Oh, no, Casey's right there.
Poor Chris Angel's a good guy.
He is.
You're really funny.
You know what? They said to goof on him. One of your producers said to goof on him.
Anytime I make a sort of a friend, you blow it right out of the water.
Sorry. Well, hey, listen, somebody's got to do it.
Here you are with Leon Spinks. Walk down memory lane with Gary Garver. Now, let's remember, you can check out Gary Garver at GaryGarver.com and MySpace.com, Gary Garver. Oh, boy, this is a long one.
Forget that, Howard. Fuck that MySpace
GaryGarver.com.
Yeah, just GaryGarver.com.
He's got a MySpace. Listen to this.
What is the MySpace address?
Listen to this. MySpace.com/Gary Garver Livings.
Single.
I
didn't come up with that one. My publicist did, Shannon.
And
you have a publicist.
And my goofy guys who type this shit for me, the word single is just Livings. And then on the next space, NGLE. like they don't even care that I'm on the air.
They don't even keep it together so you can say living single.
No. It's just amazing to me. That's my guys.
Go to GaryGarver.com. That's it.
Let's see. Here you are with Leon Spinks.
Love this one.
How you doing?
Hey, let's talk to you a little bit.
How's it going, man? I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Lance Armstrong used steroids?
I don't think so. I don't know them. But you never know what they do behind closed doors.
Hey, do you think that the WNBA is strictly a showcase for lesbian athletes?
No, I don't think so. I don't think no way about that.
Since nobody gives a crap about hockey, should they just get rid of the NHL altogether?
I don't know. I think it's just give it a try and let it go along.
Was O.J. Simpson guilty?
Well, I wouldn't know. You never know what they do behind closed doors.
Did you ever shit yourself during a fight?
No.
Ever?
Yeah. Never have.
Are your private parts shaved?
No.
What do you think Shaquille O'Neal's IQ is?
I wou't know. You got to ask him.
Did you abstain from sex during a big fight?
No, I never did.
You still bang?
Yeah, still bang.
Up until the fight time?
No, way before the fight.
Have you ever had an injury to your penis?
No. Nobody hit me in there yet.
Would you be okay with getting naked in front of a gay teammate or athlete?
No, I haven't with gay.
Hey, describe Howard Stern in one word.
Nasty.
Excellent.
Love him, man. Best interview ever. Just to hear him talk, and I wish he'd come back on the show.
Has he been on the show?
Yeah.
One time he was great.
Yeah, he's cool.
I like just a whole hour of like, yeah, Champ, that's right. Champ, what do you think of the current situation in Iraq?
See, you haven't even mentioned my favorite Gary Garver interview.
Which one?
It's the O.J. Where he encounters O.J. at a golf course.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking that, just going back to Leon for a minute, it'd be cool if the boys took my Leon Spinks interview from the air and then chopped it up and called some people as Leon Spinks.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be a great voice for phone calls.
Yeah, like if he calls up in Harlem where people, kind of, he would sound kind of normal there.
Or maybe they'd understand it because he'd tell us what he's saying.
Hey, how you doing, Champ?
They could have a whole conversation.
Sure you can fuck my sister. You're the champ.
Yeah, be right over.
Yeah. Let's go to Sonny. Sonny, you're on the air in Middlesex, New Jersey.
Hey, now, what's going on, Howard?
Hey, now, brother.
Even though you're short Artie today, you're doing a fine job carrying on, I think. And I wanted to ask, how annoyed are you, actually, that he's not here today?
I'm not annoyed at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
You don't feel that this is indicative that maybe his priorities have shifted because he's blowing off the show?
No, as a matter of fact, Artie and I, when we decided, you got to go back in history, Artie was working in television and doing a lot of different things when I first met Artie. You know, he was with Norm, and he had a pretty good career going. So when we talked about this job, he says, you know, look, from time to time, I'm going to get some television stuff. Are you going to, you know, is it going to be a hassle? I don't want to disappoint you, but, you know, I'm going to need to go off and do some things. I said, no. I said, look, I mean, if you make this a priority, it makes sense to me and in some way. But if you here and there you need to run off and do something, I'm fine with it. Now, I don't understand how if Rescue Me shoots in New York,
exactly,
and you're going to compare this job with a Rescue Me shot, this job is way more important. And I would say to the Rescue Me folks, look, dude, I'll tell you what, I got a great radio thing going. I'll do your Rescue Me, but I work till at least 10 o'clock. You know, if he had said to me, hey, I'm going to leave at 9 or something, I'd understand, you know, or 10. But, you know, Robin will sometimes do that or I'll do it. But I don't know. But I'm really not angry with him or aggravated. It's nothing that we hadn't discussed before.
But if Artie pushed, do you think they probably would have worked around his schedule?
Absolutely they would have. Of course, because when they put together a shooting schedule, they shoot all day. They shoot different scenes. Artie definitely.
A lot of times Artie's just sitting around on the set doing nothing.
Right.
You think it's that Artie doesn't want to ask for that, or?
Yeah, I think Artie is enamored. But like every once in a while, he's like, it's radio. I got to go do Rescue Me. Like someone sitting and watching Rescue Me. 4 people watch Rescue Me. It's a miracle. I mean, I don't know one person that watches Rescue Me. You know, I mean, I think in a mental hospital somewhere, he's got a big audience. Rescue Me.
He can't find the remote and it's broken.
He goes, yeah, I got 7 episodes of Rescue Me. I'm like,
I got a recurring role.
Wow.
So every time he has to do the show, he's going to be away from here.
If I was just out of drama school, I'd be excited. But, you know, he's done television, and he's on a radio show that, A, is great for his career and way more fun.
Biggest show on the planet.
On the planet.
On the planet, Howard.
On the planet, Gary.
Absolutely.
Best show on the planet.
And the best show, absolutely.
Thank you, Gary. And thanks to you. Done a great job over the years.
Hey, congratulations on you getting engaged.
How about you? You getting any pussy? I mean,
yeah, I'm getting pussy. Of
you
course
were crying like a fucking baby when that wife left you.
I don't need. Hey, listen, me and my wife are cool. All right.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
Cool. You're divorced.
I know. That's why we're cool.
Aren't you going around quoting the Bible and shit? Like, you almost went mental.
Yeah,
here we go.
Religion and all that stuff.
Now you're getting pussy.
I am.
A friend of mine said yesterday he broke up with his girlfriend. He goes, pussy cures everything.
It does.
Pussy, it cures everything. It's a salve.
It is. I'm getting some nice looking hotties in L.A. I mean, yeah, there's tons of hot chicks in Hollywood. You know, I've hit a couple of them lately.
Yeah. Good for you.
I'm having fun. You know, I'm trying to. Hey, last year
you were whining like a bitch with that girl, that wife of yours. I mean, you were chasing her around with the Bible and ripping out pages of the Bible. And
I wasn't ripping out my Bible. I was writing stuff down.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you do? You read Bible passages to her, hoping she would come back to you.
Oh, man,
Dude, you know, don't humiliate yourself like that.
I'm fine, man. I'm cool. Everything's great. Listen, I've got this.
There's always more pussy around the corner. That's what I tell guys. Who's busy shooting themselves, shooting their girlfriends.
Well, yeah, that idea that that's the only girl.
Think about it. Put yourself in her shoes, okay? She's married to you. Things aren't going well, all right?
Yeah.
Suddenly, she starts running after you with Bible passages and reading them to you. Are you inclined to stay with that person? Think about it.
No. Listen,
although I did pick up Beth with Psalm 23.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
I read it to her in a club, I believe.
Will you stop,
Think about it. If some girl was following you around reading Bible passages to you,
I was hurt, man.
But you don't do that. You're a man.
I know, but you know what? I'm emotional, okay?
Yeah, I don't care. You don't read Bible passages to chicks and badger them with that. I'm just giving you advice as a friend.
Okay, listen. First of all, I've been divorced for like 5 or 6 years now.
Well, I haven't gotten over it.
Well, I know you haven't.
No, the way you behave.
Every time I come here, I got to hear about this shit.
You traumatized him.
Yeah.
Richard was saying that, I guess Gary's at one of their shows, and I guess he's really over it, because now all he does is sort of like hang around with porn stars. He sort of hangs in that whole little porn world.
Man, that's disgusting.
Are you sleeping with porn stars?
Be honest.
I've slept with a couple of them.
No kidding? Yeah. Who'd you get?
I'm not going to name names.
Why not? They're porn stars. They'd be happy to talk about the sex they've had.
Nah, I'm not naming names.
Nick Manning?
They're not going to get famous off of you.
Ron Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
All over Gary's face.
What movie should we rent?
I don't know. I'm not saying. I've been banging a couple porn stars. I have a lot of friends in the adult business, thanks to you.
Good.
And when I go to the AVN Awards, everybody loves you in porn, so they love me.
Did you ever bang Tyrone Steele?
Lexington Steele, no.
You know who the guy started hanging out with? Who? DeBella, the 59-year-old porn star.
Oh, hey, listen, me and her are friends.
DeBella?
Iris? I just took her to the party. I hooked her up.
59-year-old.
I'm not banging her.
Is in DeBella?
Will you stop? No, they're younger. I thought
you maybe was banging John DeBella.
Finger in your ass?
No, I'm not banging DeBella. She's a friend.
Oh,
Hold on
my
one second.
God, I'm fingering my cunt.
Jeff the Drunk is on the phone. I do want the update. He has his phone fixed.
Right.
Hey, Jeff.
How's that sounding?
So yeah, this is good. So what happened? They operated on your backside.
Yeah, and
what happened?
I asked them how big the insertion was, and he said, as big as your hand.
Wow. In other words, you could put your whole hand in your incision.
Jesus.
So they cut out all that dead tissue.
Yeah.
You know, I got this weird letter from a guy saying, tell Jeff the Drunk not to have surgery, that doctors don't know what they're doing, and he has a special treatment that gets rid of stuff like this.
Oh, really?
And right down to the bone, it doesn't even matter. And I don't know.
Well, he should have gotten Jeff before we did.
But I believe that Jeff did the right thing. He went to the hospital. The doctors got him on intravenous antibiotics. They cut out all that dead tissue on his ass that you saw when he was wearing the bikini.
This isn't my long stay.
What?
This isn't even the long stay.
You're going to have to go back into the hospital again?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 months.
No, but aren't you glad you took care of it?
For like 2 or 3 weeks.
Why?
Because they're gonna take a skin graft off my thigh and put it on my ass.
I knew it.
And it's going to be painful, and I'm just going to have to stay in the hospital.
Right, you're going to be lying on your stomach for a long time.
Yeah.
By the way, on Howard TV, one of the shows that's now airing is Jeff the Drunk's birthday party and his original ass blister, which has just been shown. It's just been excised. Also, I should mention that the Killers of Comedy show from Tampa, this is the show where Sal fell off the stage and fucks himself up. This action-packed show includes Bubba's shit hitting the fan segment, where 2 staffers literally get covered in shit. Bob Levy on the torture rack getting Brent's fungus toe in his face. Artie in the Bubba studio with 4 hot naked strippers. The introduction of Ronald, formerly known as Ronnie the limo driver, is where Ronald comes to life. The whole formation of that character. Gary's stand-up comedy routine to a rough crowd. Bubba regulars Akira and Hamill making out with Bob Levy in a bizarre 3-way.
Wow.
And, of course, the dramatic footage of Sal doing the Baba Booey dance and falling off the stage and breaking his wrist, and so much more. That's Howard TV for those of you who subscribe.
Yeah. Howard?
Yep.
I think I'll be here for a week.
For this particular stay?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got a serious problem there. Now, they said that it went down to the bone. Is there a bone in your ass?
I guess my ass bone.
What's your ass bone connected to?
The ass bone's connected to
the blister on my ass.
Is there an ass bone, Ron?
No, you know what? It was on his hip, so it would be his hip bone.
Oh, so it was already spreading into the hip, the infection.
Jesus. Yeah.
And did they operate down there, too? Did they get that out?
I guess. He said he took it all out.
So it wasn't really deep in the bone?
No.
Because if they had done that, you'd be in big pain.
I don't think so. Yeah, but they have me on, like, really good drugs.
Yeah?
No need to drink when you're on good drugs.
Right.
Well, all right, Jeff. We wish you luck.
All right, Howard.
All right,
if you were closer, we'd come visit you.
Howard.
No, we wouldn't. Yes, Jeff.
You guys ain't visiting me.
You're right.
But I want to know if I can get a copy of my birthday party on DVD.
Sure, no problem.
And did Gary talk to you about the autograph?
What?
The autograph.
No.
Of
you.
For who?
For me.
If you want me to autograph something for you, I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Well, he said he was going to send it to me.
Hey, give him some time, Jeff.
He needs it. Yeah, when Jeff thinks of something, he wants it right away.
Right away.
No. He said it the day of my birthday party.
All right. Well, it'll be good for him in the hospital to show the doctors.
I know.
That's all.
That's all. All right. We mailed it. Oh, it's already in the mail to you, by the way.
Thank you.
All right.
But it's coming by,
Messenger.
Pony Express.
Pony Express. We mailed it to him.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Jeff.
Have a good one now.
Jeff the half-ass drunk. We call him.
My toe bone's connected to my
listen
foot
carefully.
bone.
The toe,
my
the foot.
bone's connected to my heel bone.
Herman Munster.
My heel bone's connected to my ankle bone. That's how they connected those dry bones. Do. My bone's connected to my knee bone.
Okay, thank you. Great moment. So, Gary Garver, you said your favorite is what?
I like Rosie O'Donnell, or like Buddy Epson was good, too.
Oh, I can't listen to
Buddy
Epson.
Epson. We said we'd never play that again.
Hey, this chick you interviewed, Brandy Moses, the one who doesn't like me, the one who badmouthed me, she's a Playboy model.
Yeah, I remember Brandy.
Brandy Moses. So she doesn't like me.
Why doesn't she like
Really? I don't remember this one.
This is the anti-Semitic comment.
Oh, that bitch. Okay.
Yeah, listen to this.
How would you solve the crisis in Iraq?
I've never played this before. You just did this recently.
Yeah, I think I did a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something new. By the way, our audience is right. When you can't see these chicks, boy, they do sound horrible.
Oh, they're. I'll tell you, man, it's hard to interview them. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, let's skip that question next. Wait, what? Where's that?
Maybe this isn't the... Is this the anti-Semitic one, Bubba?
This is a laughing girl.
Oh, this is Laughing Girl,
I was going to say, I don't hear anything but laughter.
No, Brandy actually is cool. She's not anti-Semitic. She just laughs at everything she says.
Every single thing Gary said, you know, we were saying, like, hot girls think their every thought is funny.
Yeah, watch. She just laughs at everything.
How would you solve the crisis in Iraq?
Yeah, let's skip that question next. Wait, what? Where's that?
If you could kill one celebrity, who would it be and why?
Really? I don't know. Why are you, like, tossing trick questions?
Where's the strangest place you ever pleasured yourself?
I don't know. Do I want to answer this? Everyone's, like, looking. You guys are making me nervous.
Do you trust the Jews?
You're going to get me in trouble.
Describe Howard Stern in one word.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't...
Is that a word?
You don't like Howard?
I mean, like, attractiveness? Or... I mean, I think he's funny. Yeah.
You don't think he's attractive?
Not so much.
Why? Bitch.
I don't know.
There has to be a reason you don't think so.
It's not really my style. I don't know.
Suddenly she got very serious.
Yeah, all of a sudden the laughter stopped.
Fuck her.
Imagine Howard Stern, the laughter leaves.
I'm the most handsomest man on the planet.
Yeah, I look a lot like you, too.
Yeah, you're handsome, too.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do I really look like you?
Fuck you.
Robin, I don't look at that.
No, you don't. You are not twins.
Thank God.
Yeah, my nose is bigger than yours.
Oh, you can get that fixed.
You know what? Dr. Peter Chesky wants to do a nose job on me. Should I do it?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Maybe you want to fuck somebody porn star. Here's Vanessa Lane with Gary Garver.
She's the anti-Semitic.
Was she? Did she say some nasty?
Oh, yeah. She hates the Jews.
Let me hear that.
What's her name?
I'm Vanessa Lane.
Vanessa Lane. And how long you been doing?
And she's a playmate or a porn star?
She's a porn star.
Okay.
Porn.
I've been in for 3 years now.
3 years?
Yeah.
What would you be doing if you weren't in a porn star?
Well, I have no idea. Maybe probably stripping, going to school, I don't know.
What's the perfect penis size?
Nice and big.
How big?
9-10 inches.
Oh, yeah.
10 inches?
Yeah, that's what I like.
Who's a bigger racist, Don Imus or Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. Yeah.
Do you trust the Jews?
No.
No?
They're cheap. Hey, is that stereotypical?
How much is there an ethnic group you won't have sex with?
No.
Even a Jew?
Well, maybe not a Jew.
Would you mind if a black family moved next to you?
No, not at all. As long as they're not ghetto.
You ever given oral to a girl on her period?
Yes, just like 2 nights ago.
Good?
Yeah, I didn't mind. She was super hot, so it was worth it. Every second of it.
Who was it?
And I can't say her name, because everybody knows her. She's a porn star.
You don't mind doing
I
that?
didn't know that she was on her period, and then, like, it just kind of happened, and I was just like, well, whatever, I'm down here anyways.
So the blood started flowing while you were doing her?
Not a lot. Not like, it wasn't like mouthfuls of blood, but there was a little bit. It was enough to make it a little gross.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Boy, she's not into the Jews at all, man. She wouldn't even, like, fuck a Jew.
But you know what? She said that Mel Gibson was the biggest racist. I don't understand her at all.
Well, I mean, she's eating chicks out on their period, so what do you want? I mean, you know, these chicks are whacked, man.
Boy, that Brandy leveled me, huh, boy? Not good looking.
Ah, fuck her.
I mean,
You still back on that?
Yeah, I mean, what am I, losing my mojo? I mean, years ago, girls would be afraid to say that about me. Even though it's true, at least they would keep their fucking mouth shut. Oh, Howard's really cute.
Yeah, well, you know, she's a
bullshit.
Don't worry about it. You got Beth, dude. Come on.
I still want to keep my rep.
Not every chick's gonna dig you.
Oh, yes, they are.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Anyway, Gary Garver's a good dude. He's been with us for years, and I like when you stop by. It's good to see you, pal. Check out Gary Garver at GaryGarver.com. He has a MySpace thing going, but I ain't saying it.
Oh, come on. No, don't say it. You don't have to. Just go to GaryGarver.com. Check out my internet TV show. It really is cool. I mean, Sam Simon thought it was great. He really, that was really a good compliment that he gave me.
Well, Sam Simon thinks it's great, then it's got to be great.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is. It's cool.
Steve Langford and John Hine have updates. Steve, why don't you come on in and tell us what's going on in the Howard 100 newsroom? Steve?
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Our continuing investigation into what the real deal is with American Idol. And Howard 100 News now reporting the expected departure of contestant Blake Lewis this week. A done deal according to 2 sources inside American Idol. This even before Idol fans have had a chance to vote. If our sources are correct, and one of them was right on the money last week when Howard 100 News revealed Lakeisha Jones was a goner before Americans even voted, it adds fuel to the firestorm of suspicions that American Idol may be fixed. It is, of course, possible that American Idol could switch horses at the last minute this week, so we'll see tomorrow night. But again, 2 sources telling Howard 100 News it's already been decided. Finalist Blake Lewis is, quote, being voted off.
So it'll be the 2 girls in the final.
And by the way, one of our sources describing the vibe at American Idol these days, contestant Jordan Sparks being treated like the big star on the set, we are told. Fox Television apparently running for cover, not responding to questions from Howard 100 News.
They refuse to answer.
Another person who won't call you back.
Yep, that's almost everyone now.
Perhaps they're afraid to talk.
Steve, I'm not ugly. I'm the handsomest guy ever, right?
You're a good-looking guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Who's better looking, me or Howard?
Me. Steve, you...
that's a tough
What?
What, are you having problems with that?
Steve, are you nuts? Who's better looking?
Howard is.
Yeah, he's paying your check.
Goddamn right I am.
Look it. Come on, Howard.
No, I look better than you. Honestly, I do. From the side, anyway.
Oh, hey, by the way, my show is free.
What does that mean?
Today, but it's actually a pay-per-view site. I'm charging $5 a month to go on GaryGarver.com.
Who's going to pay that?
No one.
Have you gotten one subscriber yet?
I just broke it out today. They just
$5.
I swear to God, they just look at Rob. Hey.
Isn't it embarrassing if no one subscribed?
Well, that's when I moved to Reno. And I say adios.
Let's say 50 people subscribe.
That's $250.
That's more than you had before.
You're rolling in the dough.
It's actually $4.95 a month, not $5.
Is it really? Yeah. They were afraid. Pricing sometimes is a psychological thing. They were afraid to charge.
Yes, I consulted my Jewish friends, and they said,
are these guys expecting that there's going to be like a big money-making operation here at GaryGarver.com?
I mean, who knows? I mean, that's why I'm here. I mean, to promote this. And
they're thinking maybe, they're probably sitting there going, Well, with all Stern's listeners, 100,000 people are subscribed.
Right.
And then with that, we'll have like 500,000 a month. And we can definitely...
all our costs will come back to us, and the rest is just profit.
I'm over for a couple hundred.
But imagine Gary's dismay when, like they go, at the end of the month, there's no one subscribing. 0 people. Expecting like 100,000 people.
I'm just thinking, Gary is finally in the record book.
And there'll be a TV.
He has no subscribers.
And there'll be a different show every day, or how often do we get a different show?
Once a week. I'm shooting.
It's a weekly show.
It's a weekly show.
So for the $5 we can watch that one show over and over again until you come out with a new one.
And I have a lot of video clips on there because I've been shooting a lot of stuff. Besides doing your stuff, I've been doing a lot of freelancing and shooting video of Hollywood and different things. I mean, I
could see Hollywood.
Well, I went and shot like Superman's museum, things like that.
Meanwhile, someone said to me they went on Gary's website already. That, like the messages are coming in. Gary has a message board on his website. There's only one posting, and it's from Gary.
That's bullshit.
And it says, "Is anyone there?"
I don't even have a post on it. That's not for me.
Well, that's what it says.
It's $4.95 a month. You get a show once a week, and
the Superman Museum,
and a bunch. I have like 40 clips. I have a bunch of stuff.
Why don't you do an episode where you meet all the subscribers to GaryGarver.com?
A subscriber party.
Yeah.
Howard, check out the show, please.
We're going to definitely check it out.
Check out the show. You'll dig it. It's really fun. I mean, it is. It's cool.
Pay?
Well, no, it's free today.
It's free for you guys. I'll give you your personal subscription.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin that 0 subscriber number.
Because I don't want to keep you out of the record book.
Can you do a thing on your website where it charts how many subscribers there are? Like you start with a 0, and then as it goes up?
Yeah, there's a counter.
Subscribers.
There's 3. Me, my mom, and my aunt. Thank you. No, seriously.
Is it really a show if no one watches it?
0.0.
Hey, if there's no subscribers and nobody wants to get it, then I move on.
All right, we hope it'll work.
Come on, man.
You're a funny guy.
Don't you want me to stay with the show?
Yep, I sure do.
Okay, then help me out.
All right, Steve, anything else?
Also today,
0.0.
Wait, Rusty is a subscriber to the site. Yeah, Rusty, hi.
See, you have one.
Go ahead.
Hey, big fan of Gary Garver. I want my $5 back.
You want your money back?
Fuck you, Richard.
I was on there expecting to see naked pictures of Gary Garver.
At least I ain't licking nobody's ball sack.
Come on, get naked, you fuck.
Yes.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Also today, Artie Lang, AWOL, but on location in Queens today, taping another episode of Rescue Me for FX. Howard 100 Shuley on the set with Artie. Shuley will have complete coverage all day long.
Good.
Tonight, 7 Eastern on Howard 101. Jackie's Joke Hunt. And at midnight, The Riley Martin Show. If you see Stern News or have a tip about American Idol, we want to know about it. Call the Howard 100 News tip line at 877-33-SIRIUS. Choose Channel 100. Or email us at howard100news@sirius-radio.com.
Andy Dick Rose tomorrow. Big show tomorrow. It's going to be great. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be wild. Thanks, Steve. Let's go over to John Hine. John Hine hosts a wrap-up show every day at 11 o'clock, or as close as we can get to it. Johnny boy.
John Hine is a dude who's really normal and straight. In fact, he is such a prude. He won't even masturbate. Yeah, he might get excited. Yeah, he might pop a bone, but he won't stroke it. He won't choke it. He'll just leave it alone. Even if his penis gets as hard as a rock, John Hine will ignore it and keep his hands off his cock.
All right, John, what do you got for us?
Well, as you were talking about before, Howard, Artie got the all clear to go shoot Rescue Me today, but you were wondering why Artie thinks that TV is the better gig here in New York.
If you're going to compare Rescue Me to doing this, I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk about today's show without Artie, how everybody feels when he's out, and what he can expect to hear tomorrow after his day out on location today.
Right.
Plus, Jimmy from Maxim revealed that Lindsay Lohan is #1 in their annual Hot 100 list. We'll discuss everybody's...
I get that. I understand what he means. Like, she's in the news, and she's all, messed up and in rehab and out of rehab, and she's hot. You agree with that?
Well, I don't agree with it, but I could justify it.
Right, okay. Yeah, me too.
Well, we're going to talk about everybody's reaction to the list, whether a girl's career should affect her standing on a list like that, and take calls on who was missing from the top 10 and who did not deserve to be on there.
Who would be your number one, Howard, at this point in time?
The number one woman in the world?
Your go-to girl, yeah.
Besides Beth?
Well, yeah, we're talking about fantasy here.
I'm going to say the chick who was just on The Sopranos this week.
Already, she's at the top of your list.
I can't stop thinking about her. So the girl who was making it with James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, who, by the way, should just change his name to Tony Soprano already.
I love that show. I missed it this week.
It's really good. Yeah. Why would they, like, he's going to be Tony Soprano the rest of his life, and he should just be Tony Soprano.
Well, there's a possibility, somebody's saying, that there may be a movie of The Sopranos.
And he should legally change his name.
Because that's the only way he's going to have a movie career.
Right.
Is to be Tony Soprano in
and there ain't no shame in that. Just be in mob movies. And, no, that chick was really hot. I don't even know her name.
She was a surprise. I mean, I even noticed. I said, wow, that's a beautiful girl.
Yeah. Howard, she's on, I gotta get your name now.
If I was James Gandolfini, I'd actually start a mob family. Like, for real.
Oh, no, he'd get whacked.
Do a reality show. Yeah.
Her name's Sarah Shahai, S-H-A-H-I, Shahai, and she's on the L Word. She plays Shane's girlfriend, who Beth loves, Shane's girlfriend.
Oh, really? I didn't know where she was from.
I'll bone both of them. I'll bone Beth, Shane Shahai, and the other one, too, another lesbo. Thank you. Go ahead.
Also, Dee Snider came in with the long blonde hair.
Yep, he's back.
So Howard knew Twisted Sister was back. We'll go over Dee's interview, the potential of the 80s hairband festival Rocklahoma, and why the last person you want to run into on the street in a bad mood would be Dee.
Absolutely.
And one last thing, we're going to take calls to see what everybody's favorite interview is, done by future .com millionaire Gary Garver.
Maybe he'll sell his website to TV Guide.
There you go.
All right, thanks, Johnny.
You got it.
John Hine, everybody, to wrap up show. Blah, 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 blah. Freddie, should I go right to the news?
We should go to a break and then the news.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. To a break and then the news. Yeah. All right, hey, Gary, thanks, man. And go to GaryGarver.com.
Good to see you, Gary.
Hey, nice seeing you guys. Thanks a lot.
Got a whole new $5 you can be watching Gary every week on TV.
Where do I sign up?
We'll be back right after these words. Let me do this. Gary Garver, who was here last week on Thursday, got a hold of Jack Nicholson and interviewed him for about a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
A minute with Jack is precious.
Here's Jack Nicholson, Gary Garver at some golfing event. Jack seems to be something of a fan. He seems to know about the show.
Really?
A little bit.
How you doing, Mr. Nicholson?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I just want to say that this is an honor interviewing you.
Well, it's nice. It's an honor to be interviewed. I didn't know Howard was a golf enthusiast, however.
Hey, I don't think Jack Nicholson's acting. I've just now come to the conclusion that he's really that crazy guy.
Well, I have always felt that way. Yeah. I mean, since that turn in...
Shining?
No. That, I thought maybe he's not like that. No, it was when he was that astronaut in Terms of Endearment. I said, that's Jack. Yeah. That's who he is.
Well, I think he's just one of the most charismatic people who's ever lived. You know, he's just that, you're right. He might not be a good actor, but he's just so
And he wasn't always that way, because I just saw him in a 1950s movie where he was just starting out.
50s?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, maybe it was the 60s.
Right.
But he was not a good actor and had no charisma.
You know what TV show he started on?
No.
Andy and Mayberry. Do you remember the episode?
No, you're kidding.
Jack Nicholson's in Andy and Mayberry.
What
he was hanging out. I don't know. He was either like hanging out with Otis the Drunk. I don't remember exactly, but he was in it. He was in Andy and Mayberry. Yeah.
Well, I saw him in a movie with Peter Lorre and Vincent Price.
Oh, that was that Roger Corman movie, right?
And he played like a Prince Valiant kind of character, and he was terrible.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Wasn't it the episode where they gangbanged Ann B?
Yeah.
And Jack Nicholson double teams her with a biker or something?
I remember something like that.
Yeah.
And they're fucking her really hard, and then then he comes on her face.
They made Opie watch.
Yeah. That's what it was.
His head spun around.
How you doing, Mr. Nicholson?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I just want to say that this is an honor interviewing you.
Well, it's nice. It's an honor to be interviewed. I didn't know Howard was a golf enthusiast, however.
Hey, are you satisfied with your career?
Very satisfied. Over and out and satisfied.
What would you like to be remembered for?
My smile.
Hey, I'm getting nervous here. Do you think
We're doing fine.
Do you think Paris Hilton is celebrated for doing absolutely nothing?
No, I think she does plenty. I mean, people have to appreciate it's not that easy working in front of the camera. Especially, nude scenes are tough for everybody.
You know, it's funny, too. That breathing is weird, and everything's just weird, man. He's just, like, out there.
He's creepy.
You know what he sounds like? A 75-year-old guy who just walked 9 holes.
He breathes harder than you are.
Come on, he's got to be using a cart.
Yeah, but, I think we're walking to the hole.
Does this cart have heat and air conditioning?
She's a wonderful lady, actually.
Does being a celebrity get you out of speeding tickets?
I don't speed.
Describe Howard Stern in one word.
Curly-headed, tall, good-looking, and a little nervous.
And if you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose?
I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
All right, there it is.
That's a good answer for that.
Jack Nicholson in a searing exclusive interview with Gary Garver. And boy, does he get all the answers.
Yeah.
I don't think there was one answer over 3 words. Exclusive. There it is.
You know what? He always makes a point of never to do a talk show. And, he's got to, it's like, hey, what the fuck? I got nothing to say. Just watch me act.
That's right. Unless they give me words, I don't have anything to say.
Yeah. Get him on night now.
Gary Garver up?
Well, because I'm thinking about science fiction, and this is so funny. We sent Gary Garver. He wants to plug that website. He called the other day. He goes, my website's doing really well. I've got 2 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
He's got 2 subscribers.
That's 2 more than we thought he'd get.
Yeah, I was shocked. There's 2 people who are paying for that. Anyway, we sent Gary Garver to one of these Star Wars conventions, which I always think is fun. And it's great. Every guy he interviews is wearing a mask. Let me see if I can find this. I don't even know where I put it. Hey, guy.
Gary preview page 1, and they're in orange.
Why didn't I write that down? All right, so listen to this guy. You got him on the phone? I don't really need him on the phone, but I want to give him a plug.
He's up.
Oh, he is? All right. What line? 20?
20.
Okay. Gary.
Yes.
Yeah, this is good. We were just talking about science fiction, and this kind of worked in nicely.
Oh, the Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Unbelievable.
Gary, you're pretty confrontational, actually, but it is kind of funny. So
when Gary goes to a Star Wars convention, he feels better about himself.
These guys don't even take off their masks. They don't break character. They're so excited at the Star Wars convention, they don't even break character. They're all in their different outfits here. Check this out. Here's Gary talking to a guy wearing a helmet. It's funny.
Hey, man. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Who are you?
Gamorrean Guard.
You're who?
The Gamorrean Guard.
The Gamorrean Guard?
Yeah.
How do you address the stereotype that all Star Wars fans are nerds?
I can't hear you too good.
How do you address the stereotype that all Star Wars fans are nerds?
There's a lot of good fans out there. I enjoy them. They enjoy seeing those figures.
Have you ever picked up a chick by talking to her about Star Wars?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many?
Oh, I don't count.
Yeah. And do you live with your mother still?
No.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, they hated me down there. Oh, they were pissed.
Isn't that great?
Oh, it's amazing.
Right, here's another one. Gary almost gets in a fight with a guy. He takes offense at some of the questions.
Who are you?
I'm Darth Nihilus.
Do you still live at home with your mother?
This guy doesn't have a mask, but
he's taken on a character. He's Darth Nihilus.
He's Darth Nihilus. Who's Darth Nihilus?
He made that up, I'm sure.
Is this kind of like Artie with Carlo? I mean, who is Darth Nihilus? I've seen all the Star Wars movies.
Maybe, there's other books and cartoons. Maybe he's a character from there.
Who are you? Darth Nihilus. Maybe that come out of my mouth.
One of the lesser Darths.
Do you think he made that up like he's not Darth Vader, but he made up the name Nihilus?
I'm hoping that's what's going on here.
I'm Darth Nihilus. It's got to be a cat.
He was dressed up to the nines, too. I mean, this was the first guy I interviewed. And
what did he look like?
He was just
Darth Nihilus.
He had like a dark face with like red eyes or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe Darth Nihilus is that character. Remember when in the Star Wars there was a guy with like all kind of tiger paint on?
Right. Did he have the tiger paint?
Yeah, that's what he looked like.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe he's that guy.
All that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Darth Nihilus.
Who are you?
I am Darth Nihilus.
Do you still live at home with your mother?
No, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, good, good.
Do you
kind of sound like you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel gay for being so into Star Wars?
No, do you?
I'm not into Star Wars.
Oh, that's too bad, then.
Not really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dress up like that, dude.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you ever picked up a chick by talking to her about Star Wars?
No.
No?
Have you?
Have I?
Yeah.
Don't talk about it, dude.
Okay.
All right.
You seem to be talking about it a lot today.
Well, I'm asking people like you who are freaky looking.
I see.
Yeah. Why are you getting so offended, man?
I'm not. When you act like an asshole, when people treat you like one, don't be surprised.
Hey, what else you got to say to me? You're an asshole for fucking dressing like that.
Jesus. Wow.
Why are you being so mean to people?
Well, it was the first one out of the gate. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but dude, you're confrontational. You're supposed to just be a reporter.
Are you
First one out of the gate, you should be calm.
Are you fucking out of your mind challenging Darth Nihilus to a fight?
But I mean, why is he starting fights?
I wasn't starting a fight.
Okay, you ready? Darth Nihilus is a fictional character from the Star Wars expanded universe introduced in the video game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords.
If you were going to a convention, would you be a character from the video game? I'd be a character from the movie.
No, that's showing that you're the true fan, because you're into everything.
I'm Darth Nihilus, and you're Darth Asshole.
If I was the FBI, I would just send people to these conventions, and anyone dressed like someone from the video game I'd arrest.
I got one more. This cat's wearing a mask. You can kind of tell. He's a little more clear, but he's definitely wearing a mask. You know which guy I'm talking about?
No, I'm not.
All right, see, all right.
Hey, if a supermodel offered you hot sex and never watched Star Wars, would you do it?
Where are these questions coming from?
What?
Why are you asking questions like that?
Why, you don't dig them?
It's just retarded, that's all.
Yeah? Do you ever do something gay for the chance to be in a Star Wars film?
What do you define as gay?
Doing a homosexual act.
Yeah, see, I don't get into that.
What's more important, George Lucas, the Pope, Jonas Salk, Gandhi, or Jesus?
You know what? That's a loaded question. Have a nice day.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I remember him now.
What was he wearing?
He was dressed as one of those, one of those, I forget.
Like a soldier?
Yeah, one of those soldiers.
With
a stormtrooper?
A stormtrooper.
Yeah.
With the white helmet?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the stormtroopers, yeah. Hey, man, you're giving me these questions to ask, okay? Give me a break.
Yeah, but you don't have to start. After you ask the question, just listen to the dude.
He feels superior to these people.
Yeah. You're not, believe me. Remember when you were running around after your wife with the Bible passages?
All right, enough with that.
You're not that fucking superior.
Oh, come on.
You've done some weird shit, too.
I know I have. I haven't said I didn't.
Didn't she have to get a restraining order against you?
No, hey, Howard, don't even go there. Okay?
No, it wasn't a restraining order, but he was sort of semi-stalking her, but it never got to restraining order.
You know what? You guys, don't even go there. That's bullshit, okay? Don't even say I was stalking her. I wasn't stalking her.
Not stalking her, but...
divorce.
Well, it's not stalking if it's your wife.
Well, Gary says he was just trying to go home.
Hey, it was after church I had my Bible. Give me a break. Okay, come on now.
Who walks around with a Bible?
After church, he walks around with a Bible.
Him and Paris Hilton.
I was waiting for her to get through with her horse ride.
He obviously had homework from church. He was bringing his Bible.
And I remember you standing against the tree reading to her from the Bible.
What? I wasn't reading to her. I was reading to myself. I was waiting for her to get done from her ride.
By the way, church does give you homework sometimes.
But didn't she start quoting her Bible passages?
You guys are killing me. Swear to God. No, I wasn't quoting Bible passages. What I was doing is I was writing Bible passages out for myself.
But somehow you ended up reading them to her.
Howard, I had another girlfriend from a couple of years ago that broke my heart more than Jeannie did, okay? So I'm over that.
What'd you do to her?
Come on.
Maybe if you dressed as Darth Nihilus,
you wouldn't have these problems.
You wouldn't have these kind of problems with your wife. She'd be respectful.
No, but it is funny. Gary has all this anger in him, like Darth Nihilus. Like, I'm Darth Nihilus. You want to say something? What's your problem?
I don't have
you fucking goof.
in me.
You fag.
Don't you feel like a fag?
It would be great. Actually, I don't know if we should discourage this. I'd love to see him fighting with Darth Nihilus.
Gary doesn't seem like a religious dude, right? Like, are you still religious, Gary?
Yeah, I am.
Because he's sort of angry, and you don't.
I'm not angry.
Did you find religion sometime after me and Fred saw you at that Starbucks in Vegas that morning?
I saw Jesus that night.
Holy Christ! I never saw a human being more hungover.
Wasn't your ex-wife like?
What are you talking?
I know, hey, Gar, I've been there. That's why I can relate to it.
Your ex-wife was born again Christian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. So he was trying to whip out some Bible shit.
He was trying to be into the Bible for her.
Yeah, he's like, hey, wait a second. Oh, you want to get into it? Come on.
God will tell you why you should be with me.
No one knows the Bible like me, bitch.
She was the one who got me into that church in the first place. So.
Do you still go to church?
Not so much now. No. But I read the Bible. I mean, I'm always reading the Bible and looking at passages and things like that.
The angriest guys are into the Bible.
Give me your favorite passage.
Gary, aren't you the guy who tried to kick his brother's ass in Vegas?
No, he didn't try. He did.
He beat up his brother.
I mean, there was no trying involved, Howard. It was a full-out fist fight.
Well, the guy was sitting in Doug Goodstein's chair. Let's be fair.
I just hit him once.
Dude, I heard, that was that crazy night you were probably getting drunk when we saw you the next morning, and I heard that you pummeled your brother.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
I didn't pummel him. I just hit him once. That was it.
Just a little straightening out.
I love when brothers fight.
He was being a dickhead to Doug and those guys, and, I didn't dig it. He misrepresented himself, and I was going to let him know it.
Well, maybe you need to study the ways of the Jedi. That would calm you down. The Jedi would never.
I'm more into Star Trek.
I love when brothers fight. Yeah. I grew up with these, up the block from me, these two Irish brothers.
Beat each other up.
Oh, my God, every 2 seconds. And my one buddy, Danny, called his brother the Goon. He would come over, with horrible blood all over his face and cuts. And I'm like, what's the matter with you? He goes,
Fred had that relationship.
I got no fight with the Goon.
Fred had that relationship with his brother, right? Weren't you always beating each other up?
Oh, please. We went after each other with pool cues, baseball bats, you name it.
That's weird. The most vicious fights I've ever seen are brothers fighting.
Well, I was fighting for my life. He was 4 years older, stood a foot taller than me. He would beat the crap out of me. I had to defend myself.
It was a long time Fred wouldn't talk to his brother.
Howard, do you want to hear a really weird one? I went out with a girl.
You're talking to him now, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I could beat him up now, so.
Right. Is that why you do all that boxing and shit?
No, I box because I like it.
Yeah. Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that you were beaten up all the time by your brother and you want to be, be able to handle yourself?
No, but it is a nice benefit to have.
Yeah. Why don't you go beat him up?
I think we're a little too old for that.
I fought a lot of brothers, but not your brother. Yeah.
You don't
I have to actually thank because it made me so that I could fight other people when I had to.
There you go. Turn
there you go. Turn my
into
lemon into lemonade.
Right, there you go.
I'll tell you
chicken shit into chicken salad.
I'll tell you a weird one. I was like 16 years old, and I was going to a party with this girl who was also 16. So I went to go pick her up at her house. It was her and her sister, and she lived with her father. The mother was like long gone. So I'm sitting with the father at the table waiting for her to come down. She comes down. She's ready to go to the party. Her sister comes down and says, "Did you take my hairbrush?" They get into this argument. Howard, full punching. Full punching in the face, hair pulling, rolling on the floor like a full-out fight. And the father's like trying to break him up. They're hitting the father. It was the craziest thing.
It's so great.
That was normal.
Did she finish and you go out?
Yeah, the father goes, "Nobody's going out tonight." Then everybody calmed down. He's like, "All right, be back by 11. But I mean, a full girl fist fight.
Did she take her hairbrush?
I don't even know what happened.
That's probably it.
The other fact I have to give you with the Gary Garver thing is that last guy he was interviewing, I found out his name, he was the character Jingo Fett.
Who's that?
I don't know. Richard Christie just said it was Jingo Fett.
How does Richard know it's Jingo Fett?
Richard knows a lot more than you think about.
Well, how does he know? Did he see video of it?
Well, Richard helped me pull the clip, so maybe he heard it.
Jingo Fett? I know that name, but I
got a feeling I'd like to hear more. I'd like to hear more tape from this convention.
Oh, there was one guy who was dressed as like one of the pilots, man. I mean, he was coming up to other pilots. hello, fellow pilot, and blah, blah, blah. That was funny as shit, man. That one was crazy.
Who's Jingo Fett?
Jingo Fett is Boba Fett's son, I think.
Boba Fett? Who's that?
Boba Fett's the guy with the real cool green helmet that has the gun that, in Return of the Jedi, he flies around. He has like a rocket pack.
Oh, I knew his brother, Eddie Fett.
Yeah, Boba Fett has a real bad toupee.
Hey, Howard, do you
That's
think...
great. Thank you, Richard.
Howard, do you think...
Thanks for the explanation. That's as good as the Carlo explanation of The Sopranos.
Another Darth Nihilist fact, too. John Hine found this out. In the video game, he doesn't even talk. He makes a series of noises, like sounds. He goes like... So that guy wasn't being even true to character by talking.
True to character.
He should have just been boom, boom, beep, boom.
Yeah, when Gary asked the question, he should have just made noise.
Who are you? Beep, boom, beep, boom.
Do you think the fans of this show are hardcore enough to have a convention and like dress up as obscure people? Like someone dressed up as Robin goes, "Who are you?" I'm Joe Cancer.
That'd be a pretty good idea. Like a Howard Stern show convention, and you dress up in different costumes.
Ian the drunk.
Who are you?
Ian the drunk.
I'm Tom Chiasano.
Oh, boo. I'm Fred. Oh, no. Then you go, who are you? And then the guy didn't answer you. He just has boxing gloves on.
I'm Mark Chernoff.
I'm Sam Ben Ruby. The more obscure, the better.
Yeah, that's a hardcore fan.
Bucky,
yeah.
Or maybe at the convention there's like 30,000 Howards and one JD. I don't know.
And that person can only say that to the answer to the question.
The JDs and the Benjis. The JDs and the Benjis.
I'm Benji. Who's going to be Benji?
I'm Benji. Take that back.
Hello, fellow Benji.
Hi, fellow writers on the show.
I'm Vinny Mazio.
Oh, no.
He's got his crotch on fire.
I'd shave my head and come as Scott Salem. Oh, hello.
Dead Air Dave.
Dead Air Dave would be a good one. Who's the most obscure?
Around with a button, pushing it.
Who's the most obscure guy you could be?
Wow, that's interesting.
How about the guy that Dead Air Dave replaced? Who was before him pushing the button?
Andre?
Andre.
Yeah.
I'm Andre.
That's a hardcore fan right there.
I'm Louise.
Louise.
Remember Louise?
Yeah,
the old board up.
dancer.
The old board up, yeah.
I'm Louise the board op.
I'm Tabby.
Hey, you don't belong to this convention. You're not technically part of the show.
Fuck you!
Did he really write you a letter and all that?
I'm Kathy Tobin.
I'm Gary Garver.
Fuck you, Artie.
I want to know how many people have paid to subscribe to Gary's website, that $5 website.
Yeah, how many people? Be real, man.
Like 5.
Wow, you're up to 5.
Someone told me it was 2.
It was, but I got a couple more last week.
His brother and one other guy.
What's it cost?
It's $5 a month.
And what do you get for that?
I have like 50, 60 clips of videos that I've shot in years past. I do a new show every week, like a new internet TV show every week. That goes up for free. The first week it goes up for free, and then if you want to see it, it's archived.
Who's this week's guest?
This week's guest, I had Blue Iris on.
Wow.
That is the convention.
Now,
I don't mind paying to hear that.
How much out of the 5 does Gary get? Does he get like the full 5?
No, because I've got guys working for me.
Oh, jeez, and he's under the bus.
Does anybody complain that hey, I'm paying $5 and we want better guests?
No, because I do get good guests. I have Penthouse Pet Charlie Lane on too. She might co-host the show with me starting in a couple weeks.
Do any of your guests come in and go, I can't believe I'm doing this. There's nobody watching it.
Oh, everybody loves it, Howard.
No, but I'm saying if there's 5 subscribers, they got to at some point, like even Blue Iris wants to reach the masses.
Well, that's why I put up the shows for free every week, because the first week,
But is that a good business plan? If I see it for free, why would I pay for it?
Because you get video clips of me interviewing Jack Nicholson and Joe Pesci and things like that I shoot, where you guys don't have Howard TV shooting it, I shoot it.
Okay.
So I have
if you pay, you get to see him in the nude.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, you get to see my wanker.
You know, Gary should just...
Why is he nude on there?
I'm just kidding.
I'm not.
Oh.
Gary should just fight people on his website, though.
I'd watch that.
As angry as
Fight with Star Wars.
Yeah, fight Star Wars, fight his brother.
Why do you guys think I'm so angry?
Well, you didn't really, like in that one interview, you were like you're kind of antagonizing the guy. You don't need to do that.
Howard, first of all, you guys send me the questions, okay? Second off, when the guy calls me an asshole, what am I going to sit there and do?
No, you were kind of being a dick, so you let him be.
You know the questions are kind of tough on the guy.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's why I ask them. That's why you guys like my interviews, because I'm willing to, fucking bust their balls. But
no.
I'm not angry about it. I don't care one way or the other. But when
don't start any fight.
In Gary's defense, he was nice to all the other Star Wars people.
Was?
Yeah.
All right.
Princess Leia and all them.
Oh, Princess Leia, he liked.
Yeah, he was nice to her.
All right, Gary. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate everything you do for me.
Right.
I love you.
Love you too, man. He's a good guy.
Care.
Love Gary Garver. Good luck with the website.
Quite a little community he's got going.
I figured out who I'm going to the Howard Stern convention as.
Yeah?
The most obscure reference.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here's who I'm going to be. I'm going to be Anthony Zipper and his dead stuffed daughter, Callistra.
Oh, that's pretty... but I'm going to be Bo, the stripper.
Oh, the lesbian.
Or the lesbian.
You hated her.
I did not hate her.
Did you have a blow-up because she did the news when you weren't there one time?
No.
You came down on me pretty hard. Like, I can't believe Bo the lesbian did... I thought you were getting, like, upset.
Are you serious?
No.
I have no recollection of that.
That's why you want to be Bo the lesbian.
No, I figured nobody would remember her.
Maybe you want to be Bo the lesbian so that you could have some lesbian sex.
I don't even know that she had lesbian sex.
I know.
Yeah, remember that dead stuffed daughter thing?
Ooh, yeah, that was weird.
Oh, weird.
Anthony Zipper.
I remember that. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Callistra.
Freaky.
I love Callistra.
Callistra's close to me.
You know who I'm going to be at the Howard Stern convention? I got a better one than that.
Who?
Shirley from God Hates Fag's 8-year-old son.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, I'll just walk around in a
One
little...
of the members of the family, not even Shirley.
No, because that's not that obscure.
Just quoting, like, Bible passages that say the gays are evil?
Yeah. I hate fags. Who are you? I'm the son of Shirley. Oh, really? Yeah.
I want to go...
I'm the son of Shirley.
Yeah, you have a mask on.
I have a mask on. I'm the son of Shirley. Yeah, I'd wear a mask. I'd wear a full outfit. I got a good one. You know who I'll go as? Robin's ex-assistant, Kerry.
Oh. Carrie?
Carrie.
It was Sherry. See, you don't even remember her name.
No, it was Carrie.
Carrie. Who was Carrie?
The blonde-haired girl.
Carrie was the last one who was in here with you.
Oh.
You don't remember Carrie?
So you don't remember her.
Wow. That's cold.
Sorry about that.
Hi, I'm Carrie. Hi, I'm Carrie.
Who are you?
I'm Robin's ex-assistant. I used to bring her. I didn't even know my name. Peace be with you. What's she doing now? So I could get into character.
I don't know.
Hi, I'm Carrie.
If I don't remember, I definitely don't know what she's doing now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ronnie. I'm here with Robin String.
There you go.
Dr. Ronnie would be a great...
Now you're talking.
I'm going to be the woman who gave the colonic while Dr. Ronnie was in the room.
Oh,
that's
then you're
Philomena.
Philomena.
I'd be James Hester.
I'm Philomena. I'm putting the tube in Robin's ass while Dr. Ronnie examines the shit.
What about I'd be Vinnie Penn, the guy sitting in the jacket chair on 9/11. That's a good one.
Hi, I'm Vinnie Penn.
That's a good one.
You know what? I'd be Lonnie from Scores.
Now, here's a good one. Who are you? I'm Jonathan Mendelsohn, the Jesus Twins manager.
Yeah, that guy was great.
I managed the Jesus Twins. They're the greatest thing ever. They're going to be huge stars.
That guy was hilarious.
Well, already huge stars. That's what I meant.
How about how many people do you think will be Ralph Sorella?
No one.
Not even Ralph.
I'm going to dress up in blonde wig and be Cindy Margolis' hot friend.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Cindy's friend. Whatever my name is, I forget.
So you don't remember your name?
I don't remember my name, but most people know me as Cindy's friend. No, I know my name. I just don't want to say it.
I want to be Miss Howard TV so I could go home and fuck myself.
I'm going to be Tempest.
That's a good one.
Jesus Christ.
I'm Johnny Mudmudman.
Johnny Mudmud.
Remember him?
What's the finger-clicking guy?
Oh,
Bobby Badfingers.
I'm Bobby Badfingers.
Bobby Badfingers.
Yeah, I'm Bobby Badfingers. Can't you tell? Look.
You know what? I'm gonna fool people. They're gonna say
we gotta have a convention.
Are you Beetlejuice? No, I'm Beetlejuice's sister.
Oh, how about Mommy Beetlejuice?
What is it, Doug?
If you're serious about doing this, I mean, we could easily put this together with Howard TV.
Yeah.
It would be great.
Big
I think
convention?
you guys would have to go, though.
Oh, yeah. Of course we're
we're
going.
the stars of the
I
convention.
mean, there used to be lots of crazy fans there.
I want to get paid like Shatner and Leonard Nimoy.
That's right.
Yeah. If we're lecturing, we're answering questions.
And you know what you do? We come on, for an hour the very last day. And you have Beetlejuice and all the other people show up on the other days. They give the whole panel discussion and all that.
You know who you should dress up as, Artie? Because we should dress up, too. You should be Ed Torian, because you do such a good thing.
Oh, you do a great Ed Torian.
I am Ed Torian.
Yeah, you're so good.
Just walk around asking people, have you ever called someone a nigger?
And they go, hey, you step outside, I'm going to kick your ass. And you just go, no, I'm being a character.
I'm being Ed Torian.
Right.
You know what? You're not being truthful there. You're being deceitful.
And I could be that guy, Negro woman from the South.
Raymond Norman.
Raymond Norman. I'll be Raymond Norman. Oprah Winfrey, Negro woman of the South.
Yeah, a lot of Raymond Norman.
Oprah Winfrey, Negro woman from the South.
And I could be, somebody please.
That's a good one.
See, that's a very only one appearance by her.
Right.
I'm not going to stay home in April, Massachusetts and hate my life. I'm real, okay? I'm real. Somebody in America, give me a chance.
Can we find her? We have to find her.
What happened to her?
I gotta get an update on that broad.
I called her a bunch of times, and she never returned my call. Then I waited like 4 months. I called her again, and then I waited 2 months, and her number was disconnected.
You know what? Have someone go to April, Massachusetts, and like go to a gas station.
Yeah, she's worth finding. She could be at the convention. What if I went as Yaki the Tickler? Then I could touch chicks, and I'd have a license.
Yeah.
Hi, who hasn't enjoyed the sounds of a young boy?
Who hasn't held a child in their hands and wanted to elicit laughter?
Now, nobody is jumping up to do Jeff the Vomit Guy.
Well, there's Jeff the Drunk,
Artie
Jeff
does
the
him.
Vomit Guy. There's, I'm trying to think of like what would be a shitty costume to put on.
I could dress up as my cousin who was an intern, Isaac.
High pitch Eric. Oh.
Hi, I'm Isaac. I'm Howard's cousin, and I used to intern on the show. Wow, you're really obscure.
I could dress up as every shitty intern I've gotten a job here.
What about a long ponytail? I'll be Dan the Song Parody Man.
Oh.
You'd be a real poon hound.
Yeah. Hey, don't worry. I can get girls. I can get girls.
You guys don't realize it, but I'm something of a poon hound.
Yeah. No, actually, it was even worse now. He goes, everyone knows I'm a poon hound.
Well, I got to think about this. We might have to have a Howard Stern convention. We might have to.
Beautiful.
We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Gary Garver was out doing some work. Want to make sure I play this for you. Think you'll be interested in this.
Love Gary Garver's work.
Gary Garver, if you want to call it work. There was a dinner for Mort Sahl. Mort Sahl was a famous comedian around the era of Lenny Bruce in the 50s.
Now, what happened to Mort?
He did a radio show for a while, kind of just, he got old, and I guess they're doing a benefit dinner for him or something.
He did a one-man show on Broadway that was pretty successful for a little while.
Yeah.
About 10, 15 years
Yeah, he used to do talk shows all the time, and then he just sort of disappeared.
He's an old man now, I guess.
And what is he, out of money or something?
I don't know.
I think this was like a tribute to him.
Oh, a tribute. It's not like a fundraiser.
Should be. I don't know. I don't know what the guy's situation is. But anyway, Jay Leno was there. Gary Garver did get a hold of him. And, of course, when they bring up my name, Jay starts doing that thing where he pretends like the microphone isn't working.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of lame.
Hey, Jay. How you doing?
How are you?
How's it going?
Good.
Hey, who does the best Jay Leno impression?
I don't know. There's a couple of guys around. George Clooney did a good... Actually, George Clooney, when he did the Saturday Night Live, he was good.
How do you distinguish your show from other late-night shows?
Huh? I don't know. Take a look.
Would you like to apologize to Howard Stern?
Oh, now say hello to Howard for me.
Do you regret hiring John Melendez?
Well, I think odd days. On Monday would be Thursday. Like that. Is there something wrong?
Is there anyone in Hollywood you don't like?
by the French, I think, in '54. When they took over, what happened was Da Nang was province, and that later came from that.
What do you think of Sandra Bernhard seeing you have a giant penis and like to spank girls in bed?
Oh, that would be true. That would be true. Thank you. Thanks. Howard for me.
What? All right, thanks.
Well, there you go. Jay doing his...
Well, there you got. I got Jay.
All right, Gary, thank you. There it is, Robin.
Say hi to Howard. He really won't acknowledge anything going on.
No, he won't.
Say hi.
Nothing real with Jay. That's the funny thing about Jay, having done the show many times and spoken with him off camera. There's really sort of not a person in there that addresses anything real.
Wait a minute. Was there always that situation when he used to do our show early on?
Yes.
When we were at NBC. Was there a person there?
You know, I don't know. I didn't know him well enough at that point.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think back, and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do regret that Jay handled himself so poorly with me, because I did enjoy having a relationship with Jay in terms of the show. He always called in. It was fun.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed doing his show. But I really did take offense to the way he handled me and treated me. What happened? Long story short, it was that there was a guy who worked on our show, Stuttering John, who I think you know.
Yeah.
And Jay decided to hire him to be the announcer on The Tonight Show, which is fine. I felt that Jay, me being a friend and a guy who does his show in his mind, he could have called me up and said, you know, I'm going to take a guy who's a part of your show, you know, and not a guy who's behind the scenes.
Thing to do.
Yeah, just call me up and say, listen, I'm going to offer him a lot of money to be the announcer, and out of respect to our relationship, do you have a problem with this? Because I know Jay is sensitive that way, too. Rosie O'Donnell once hired a few people off of Jay's staff without telling him, and he blew his lid. And these are just behind-the-scenes people. This is a guy who's on the air with me all the time. It would have been a nice, respectful thing to do. And as John knows, and as I think Jay knew a little bit about me, I never would stand in somebody's way from getting a good job. I would have been fine with it.
It would sort of be the same as a baseball team saying, hey, you know what, we want to talk to this player, to the other owners of the baseball.
Well, Howard, don't worry. I won't be hired by Jay.
You never know. You'd be surprised. They kind of lift everything we do.
He could be interested.
Yeah, and trust me, if you're here, he'll be interested. Let me tell you.
You'll be touching that band leader's dick in another game.
Okay.
As far as my hands are concerned, they won't hire it.
there are people who don't like me, as you know. Bud Friedman is one of them. Bud Friedman is the owner of the Improv.
Who doesn't like you?
Does not like me, and he's vocal about it. There are some people.
Why is that?
Let's listen in.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
No.
Why not?
He just goes too far. Too obscene, and, yeah. I like a little more subtlety in my brand of humor.
Who's the best comic today?
Oh, I think Chris Rock is certainly right up there among the number of good people who are up there.
The dirtiest guy working.
Yeah. All right, but
I love these people because they always say these things and then they go, oh, yeah, but I love Chris Rock.
Complete hypocrites.
Well, some people do love this show and love me. One of them being Fred Willard. Do you remember Fred Willard?
I love Fred Willard.
He is quite vocal about liking the show, and you can tell he's a true fan because he mentions enough people on the show that you know he's for real. And he's standing there with a guy named Dick Van Patten, who is a famous actor. And Dick Van Patten, you can hear him chiming in the background.
Ain't it enough?
Yes, he listens as well. You can tell these guys are true fans. Here is Gary Garver with Fred Willard and Dick Van Patten.
Are you a fan of Howard?
Yeah, I love Howard. Miss Billy West. I loved Billy West on the show. Remember when Mr. Blackwell was on, and Billy West wouldn't stop, and Mr. Blackwell got the... No, he's always very amusing, yes, always very fun.
What's your favorite moment or guest from the Howard Stern Show?
I love Beetlejuice. I mean, it's up to me. He could come on an hour a day and spout his wisdom. And I still have on tape the IQ test they took with Beetlejuice and I forget the retard, one of the retards. It was prime comedy. You can't script that. And yeah, I love Beetlejuice. I love Eric the Midget, who I understand has been banned from the show. But I think, will they have him back or not?
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
And the angry drunk, what's his name?
Hank the angry drunk. He passed the door.
Right, but there's another angry, Hank the angry something. There's someone that was drunk and angry.
Jeff the drunk.
Jeff the drunk, yeah.
Drunks and anger.
I like Jeff the drunk, too.
Thanks a lot.
They go hand in hand, drunks and anger.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness, that must have made Jeff's day.
Yeah.
Jeff has fans in
He
Hollywood.
didn't mention Artie.
Dick Van Patten.
Yeah.
Very, very, very complimentary. Harry Shearer, who I actually think is a very, very funny guy, is angry with me. And
I think he is upset he can't do the show either.
He is. He's honest about it. He says, I don't like Howard because he won't let me do the show. But Harry, if you're listening, it's okay. I do like Harry a lot.
He's very talented.
Yes.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern?
No.
Why not?
He won't have me on his show.
He won't have you on the show?
Yeah. He apparently would prefer to spank a washed-up starlet.
Have you tried to get on the show?
Many's the time.
Really? Why don't you think he would let you on the show?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
What do you think the reason is?
I don't know. I'm not a washed-up starlet or a washed-up rock drummer.
By the way, Artie, you must know this. Do you know who Paul Pierce is?
Paul Pierce? No.
Paul Pierce is a legendary basketball player.
Plays for the Celtics.
He plays now?
Yep, 4-time All-Star.
Paul Pierce?
Yes.
Don't know.
He's playing right now.
Yes, he is already.
Yes. Well, he's a fan as well.
All right.
Hey, Paul, how you doing? I'm with the Howard Stern Show. Can I ask a couple questions?
Howard Stern Show, my idol.
Your idol?
Yeah. What's up, Howard?
You ready for some questions?
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? When can I come on the show?
Well, we're doing it right now.
No, I need to be in the studio.
Okay, well, I'm sure they'll hook you up.
What's going on, right? Yeah, what y'all got me out here for, man?
If only Paul Pierce had been a fan of mine when I was in high school, I might not have got my ass kicked so much.
No, he wouldn't have liked you then.
Yeah,
He wouldn't have known anything about what you were going to become.
I needed a Paul Pierce back then.
And he would have been on the side of the people beating you up.
You bet.
I love Dick Van Patten clearing his throat and going, yeah, I love Jeff the Drunk, too.
Who doesn't?
That was great.
We, by the way, we sent Gary Garver.
What are you going to do?
We sent Gary Garver to the MTV Awards to try to get some interviews. People were not cooperating. You know, they just whisk by on the red carpet, which really sucks. I mean, that really just sucks. I know when I'm on a red carpet. If I go on the red carpet, I talk to everyone.
You stop and you talk.
Sure, why not? Sure, why not?
All these people are so uptight.
First, he tried to get Alicia Keys. She was kind of cunty.
Alicia, describe Howard Stern in one word.
Come on, let's go. Nah.
Why not? What? Why not? You don't like Howard?
So she just said, nah. Let's see. This is Ashley Simpson, the sister of Jessica Simpson.
Yes.
I love her.
Who I think is really cute.
I think she's cuter than Jessica at this point.
But she'd blow us off, and then Sarah Silverman, you can hear her at the end. She throws us a Baba Booey.
Ashley, how you doing? Hey, Ashley, describe Howard Stern in one word. Come on.
I will. Awesome.
Sarah.
Come on, Ashley.
I can't. It's going first. Baba Booey.
See? See what I mean?
Sarah's like a big star now. She's like red carpet and...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sarah was the host. She was good, too.
She hosted that, too?
No. She just did a spot. She wasn't the host.
She's considered a host. I'm telling you, Robin.
She is?
But you're right. She was at one time. Maybe you're right. But I thought she was the host.
No, she hosted the last awards. She was just a guest on this one.
Who's Spanky Harris? Do you know this artist? I'm a little out of it.
No.
I think it's a black dude rap guy.
I think he plays cornerback for the Jaguars. Hey, man, hey, dude, come here for the Howard Stern Show. Hey, come on.
At least black guys will talk to you. You know, they're trying to make a name. You know, they're trying to get out there.
Oh, yeah, Spanky needs his name out there.
Right.
Come on, man. Hey, man, come over here. Come on. It's the Howard Stern Show. What's going on? Who are you, man? AP9, man, for the mob figures, baby. What's up?
And whenever you see, I'm going to give black guys some instruction. When a reporter asks you who you are, you got to slow the fuck down. They start screaming out like different...
I didn't get one thing.
Yeah, right? You don't know what the fuck he said. Oh, wait a second. Well, who is he?
Listen, man. Who are you, man? AP9, man, for the mob figures, baby. What's up with you?
APR, Mob for the Mob figures.
What?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure maybe like.
Did he say NPR?
Maybe he's from NPR, National Public Radio. I don't know. But like, take your time.
Yo, man, Terry Gross in the afternoons.
Listen, man. Besides the N-word, what other words should be banned? What other words should be banned? Shit, man. That's the only word I can think of, man. Shit, that's the only word. The N-word. It shouldn't even be banned. Just the right people got to use it. You know, it's only certain people. Who's the right people to use it? The people. My people. So I shouldn't use it as a Jew. No, you shouldn't use it. You know, you might get hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, get hurt. Yeah, you might. You never know. They're not going to hurt me, all right? No.
See, this is the only interview he could get.
Jesus Christ, what a horrible interview.
It's a horrible interview. Then he got a hold of a black chick named Little Mama.
Oh, jeez.
See what I mean? We can't get white people to stop. At least the black people stop for us. This Little Mama.
Hey, Little Mama, can I ask you a question? Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year is coming up. Could you give a special message to your Jewish fans?
Yes. Wait. He just, listen, he caught me off guard. You guys, y'all better go in, make sure y'all do your thing. And, I don't know what y'all do when y'all do your thing, but do it, and do it well. I holla.
Hey, let me ask you.
I holla? How come you never say I holla?
I don't know any of this stuff.
You didn't really grow up in the ghetto.
I missed the meeting.
I holla.
I holla, Burton.
Question.
I'm not Jewish, so I don't really know the back.
Hey, what race of people do you trust the least and why?
What race?
Of people do you trust the least and why?
I don't trust anybody the least. Everyone is their own individual.
Do you have some encouraging words for Owen Wilson?
Say that again?
Do you have some encouraging words for Owen Wilson?
Who's that?
Owen Wilson?
Oh.
You know, so I put the one thing. Who cares, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't let anybody keep you down. I mean, as far as this industry is concerned, there's going to be so many people who are going to praise you, and then they're going to just turn everything around and be like, oh.
Yeah, I can't get anybody good. You got Paris Hilton for like 1 second.
I don't like Paris's new hair.
Hey, Paris, can you describe Howard Stern in one word, Paris?
What's up?
What's up? Can you describe Howard in one word?
Hot.
One more.
Oh, I hate her.
Everyone does. If Fitty Sen is here,
I hate her.
Let me take a little break and then get Fitty in here.
And I really don't hate anybody.
I really want 50 Cent to explain a whole bunch of stuff to me.
Well, first of all, he could interpret what that first guy said.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll come right back with 50. Gary Garver went over to a porn star convention. I have a couple of different interviews that he did.
Is this the one where they have the awards?
Yeah, he got to speak to 3 different porn stars. Gary Garver had a shitty weekend. We sent him over to some event that we did last year, you know, one of those, like, nostalgia conventions.
Yeah. Right.
They were ready for him this time. They threw him out even before he got in.
Well, remember last year they threw him out.
Yeah. Well, they threw him out before he could even get in this time.
Yeah, so he made it in last year, and they threw him out, and they said, you know you're not supposed to be here.
Here's some porn stars. Devin Lee. I don't know who Devin Lee is. She's probably been on the show 100 times. I don't know. But she's a porno star. This was kind of an interesting interview, I thought.
How you doing? Who are you?
I'm Devin Lee.
Would you bang OJ in a porn movie?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much money would you bang OJ for?
I would do it for free.
For free? Why?
Yeah, because he's good looking.
You think Isn't that amazing that somebody would bang OJ?
Oh, she's all over it.
No, listen to this.
OJ's good looking?
I think he's good looking.
He murdered his wife and Goldman and all that. You don't care?
Not proven.
Not proven?
Never proven.
It was never proven to her. Boy, these porn stars are kind of dopey. It wasn't proven.
I think they were on the jury.
I mean, but even if you had a reasonable suspicion that the jury might have gotten it wrong.
Right, yeah.
You think he's innocent?
I don't know.
Is OJ innocent?
I'm 50-50 on it.
She's 50-50 that he might be a killer.
And so she can sleep with him.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to avoid a guy who has actually killed?
If you think, half of you thinks that he might have done it, how do you go to bed?
50-50?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, and all the shit he's gone through, you'd still bang him for free?
I would.
Wow.
He's hot.
You think O.J. Simpson's hot?
I do.
Got big head?
Yeah.
Do you trust the Jews?
Maybe some of them. I don't know.
Why don't you trust some of the other ones?
Some of them pay me.
And why don't you trust the others?
I don't know.
You just don't trust them?
Yeah, I just don't trust them.
Another person who doesn't trust the Jews.
But she'll sleep with O.J.
Here's Kimberly Kane. If you remember Kimberly Kane, she's the one who had sex with J.D.
Oh, his old girlfriend.
Yeah, she's really good looking, too.
What happened to that relationship?
Not sure. She kind of addresses it. This is Gary Garver and Kimberly Kane.
Hi, I'm here with Kimberly Kane. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Listen, which have had more since you last banged J.D.? New phone numbers or penises?
New phone numbers. Oh, wait, no, that's mean. No, I didn't understand that question. No, I haven't had that many penises since JD, but he's great.
Yeah. Is the world round or flat?
Round.
Would you take part in the snuff film?
Sure.
I don't think she knows what a snuff film is.
She doesn't know what a snuff film is, yeah.
That's where they killed the girl.
Maybe she would, though. I don't know.
For $1 million, would you shoot a scene of a dog licking you?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? If Hitler were somehow alive today, would you shoot a sex scene with him?
No.
For $1 million?
No.
How much money would it take to do a sex scene with a serial killer, O.J. Simpson, or Bin Laden?
I definitely wouldn't fuck Bin Laden. I don't do interracial. And
amazing she'd have a dog lick her pussy, but she wouldn't do an interracial scene?
Well, we had the girl last week. She was all over the dog thing and no blacks.
Wow. Boy. I don't think there's ever going to be peace in the world based on this. She would have a dog lick her, but she wouldn't do an interracial.
Just nothing out of my race.
I would fuck a serial killer, or maybe a cannibal.
Should mentally retarded people be allowed to perform in porno films?
Mentally retarded people do perform in porno films.
Spell fellatio.
No, I can't spell. Fuck you.
What race do you refuse to have sex with?
Persian.
Why?
Because they're rude to me in Hollywood and they don't take debit card.
Would you have sex with a racist?
Yeah.
And would you bang O.J. in a porn movie?
Fuck no.
Thanks a lot, Kimberly.
All right, good seeing you.
See you.
She said she doesn't do black guys.
Yeah.
It's a redundant question.
Well, she said Persian is the race she wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I think she's...
Again, I don't know.
But that girl we had in here last week, that blonde girl, when she was answering whether or not she'd sleep with a black guy, it really looked like her father had her in the corner with a gun to her face, and she was remembering that. Like, no, nothing out of my race. Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, nothing out of my race.
I learned my lesson.
Here's one more. If you is this hitting the spot with you, or do you want to move on? Okay.
I love to hear porn star logic.
All right, this is porn star Priscilla Russo at the L.A. Adult Convention. L.A. Adult Con, whatever that is.
What's your name?
Priscilla Russo.
Would you ever bang an elderly man?
Yes, and I have.
How old?
65.
Shoot, thank God. I like when you interview these girls and you go, would you ever bang an elderly man? She goes, yeah, and the guy was like 48. And I'm like, shit.
How old are you?
28. Yeah, he was a billionaire. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, how much did he charge?
You mean how much did I charge?
How much did you charge? How much did you charge?
It was $15,000.
$15,000?
$75,000 Mercedes. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Boy, this chick must be hot.
$75,000 Mercedes and $15,000 cash?
Would you fuck an old guy for that?
Nah.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
A quick 15?
No.
I got you that Mercedes. I didn't even get laid.
See?
Stupid ass I am.
How many times do you have to fuck them?
A few times. Maybe 5.
5 times?
Yeah.
You got 15 G's every time?
And my last gift was a $75,000 Mercedes, paid for in my name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Out of my price range. If Hitler were somehow alive today, would you shoot a sex scene with him for $1 million?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about 100,000?
Yeah.
50,000?
Yeah.
10,000?
No.
She'd do Hitler for 50 grand.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That's a warp.
He's coming back.
25.
No.
40.
40,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40,000? How about 30,000?
Yeah, I'll think about it, yeah.
What's the most offensive scene you've been asked to shoot but refused?
Having my slave eat the shit out of the toilet.
Have your slave eat your shit?
He wanted to eat the shit.
my shit out of the toilet, and I wouldn't do it.
Is that for real? Like, does a guy actually eat the shit, or is it like a Baby Ruth or something?
I don't know. She's saying she wouldn't participate in the scene. It sounds kind of real.
Porn is some nasty shit. And guys think this stuff up. So they must know that guys like seeing girls shit and then having a guy eat it. There must be a market for that, because these guys don't waste time,
Yeah, they're in it for money. This is not art.
Well, I must say, Johnny or whoever from the Bloodhound Gang just sent me midget porn. Have you ever seen midget porn? We have to watch this.
I've seen midgets in porn, but I've never seen an actual whole midget porn.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Look, check this out.
Oh, cool. I'll watch that.
I love the boxes they come in.
Yeah. I'll watch it, but I wouldn't get aroused. Bridget the Midget's in this. I've seen her do a sex scene. Gary Garver, our reporter, we sent him to, I guess it was a charity event, and Michael Douglas was there, and he just hated Gary Garver almost immediately.
Really?
Yeah, like we're the worst nightmare, I guess, when we show up. First, Michael Douglas talks to Gary, then Michael Douglas just gets all annoyed with Gary Garver. Then it's Michael Douglas' father, Kirk Douglas, the guy with the stroke, is with Gary Garver. And it's just one big mess, right, Gary?
Yeah, I actually felt bad for Michael Douglas because clearly it was an event honoring his stepmother, and it was like he was sort of in charge. So you know when you're at an event and you're the focal point, and then Gary Garver's like a gnat flying around you, just jabbing him. It was funny.
Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Can I ask you a couple questions? I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thank you. What do you ask me from?
I'm with Sirius Satellite Radio.
You're from Sirius Satellite Radio. How do I know?
How do I know?
What station is Sirius Satellite?
There's a bunch of stations on
there. Which one are you representing?
Honestly?
Yeah.
The Howard Stern Show.
The Howard Stern Show. How do I know you're representing the Howard Stern Show?
Gary Garver from the Howard Stern Show.
I don't know that.
You don't know who I am?
No.
But I am a huge fan from the streets of San Francisco and all your...
Every night.
Loved it, man. You're an awesome actor.
So Howard's got... You guys got to go out and... I thought Howard does all this stuff. Doesn't Howard got a day show? Isn't it? He's got that beautiful studio, doesn't he?
Awesome studio.
Beautiful studio.
Have you been there?
I have. Have you?
Yeah, I have been.
Okay.
I've actually been on the show.
Okay.
He's been to our studio?
Yeah, in fact, I got to tell you a funny story. Richard and Sal were complaining to me. So, Scott Greenstein produced the movie Traffic.
I didn't know that.
So, which Michael Douglas was in, right? He's in that movie. So, I guess they're friendly. So, Michael Douglas was up here, I don't know, 6 months ago or whatever, and he showed him around, brought him all through here, and he's going, this is where they do this is where they do that. And he said he looked in, saw Richard and Sal sitting there, and he goes, yeah, they do some stuff in here. Like, he didn't introduce them or anything. I think he was too afraid to introduce Michael Douglas to Richard and Sal.
Well, Scott likes the celebrities, and he doesn't want to jeopardize his relationship.
But the boys were very hurt.
Yeah. Well.
Here are two animals that we keep in the back. Two literal subhumans.
Remind us of the lower elements in the audience.
Right, Mr. Douglas, I'm ashamed that you've even come in contact with these complete and other form of species rather than human beings.
And let's get out before you get contaminated.
Yes.
Mr. Douglas, please ignore the mutants.
Oh.
Thank you.
The bright red one there can be contagious.
I'm sorry.
He's been drinking.
I thought we had caged them. I didn't realize they were running free in their habitat.
The one with this trying to catch something in the pouch of his cock is also quite dangerous at times.
Michael, when we're working on Traffic, you know how dearly I love you. So I warn you and plead with you, do not smell that one's balls.
Right. There was nothing on the set of Traffic quite like this, Michael, or in your life, I'm sure.
You've never smelt balls or taint on something so subhuman.
No.
Like this.
No, these are subhuman animals.
You and Catherine Zeta never come in contact with such subhumans.
Right, no. You're from a much more sophisticated background than these two would be from. They're wild animals.
You're Hollywood royalty, and they're the complete opposite.
They're below dirt.
One's wife has an emotional friend. I don't want to say which.
The other one, well, let's just say, is booked at haunted houses throughout the U.S. for the next 6 months. He's taking a bus to Atlantic City tonight.
How dreadful.
Yes, he'll begin to drink warm gin at the train station at 8.
You know, I got to double check with the guys, but I think he might have even gone as far as shutting the door.
Yes. Please.
Did he?
I got to ask him.
Excuse me, I'm going to close this door and pretend you didn't look in there.
I know they said
how embarrassing.
He looked him right in the eyes, and he just said, yeah, we do some stuff in here, and they just went by quickly.
Oh, no, I dread that Michael Douglas saw the red mutant putting his penis in the Indian mutant's mouth. Excuse me, Mr. Greenstein, I'm an Italian.
Yeah.
Sure you are.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I see those dark circles under your eyes.
You notice the one with rouge on. He's actually chinless.
That's right.
Yes.
And the other one has those big red splotches like Bozo.
The other one never took acid. He's afraid he'll stop getting brilliant ideas.
I don't want to change my personality. Oh, excuse me. Aren't you Michael Douglas?
A quick tip. Change your personality.
All right, so anyway, so Gary Garver's talking to Michael Douglas.
The blotchy one has a vagina in its crop.
I'm asking some crazy questions, okay?
Crazy questions. It's my Freddie House. Excuse me 1 second.
All right, so Michael Douglas runs away from him, figures he's done with Gary Garver. And then what happens? Somehow he gets ahead of... He just keeps nagging Michael Douglas.
Well, Michael Douglas said, excuse me, not like I don't want to talk to you, just excuse me, I have to leave. So Gary Garver takes that to mean, well, when you're done with what you're doing, I'll just go back to you. Right.
Yeah, and then he makes Michael Douglas so crazy, he even says the name of the charity wrong. What's the name of the charity?
I can't remember, but he does get him to say it wrong.
He says Friendly House, and it's...
He called it Family House at one point.
Right.
and Gary goes, isn't that wrong?
Michael. Hi.
What, stupid question? It's a nice day. I thought you were talking about Friendly House. What do you mean? We got a nice event going on here. You know, we got a nice event going on, Friendly House.
They're honoring your mother.
They're honoring my stepmother. They're very fond of it.
What is the right amount of money to give to a beggar?
Is it a joke? As much as you can afford. How are you, Jerry? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Should Bush be impeached?
Too late.
Too late to impeach him? Who's the biggest asshole in Hollywood?
Well, I don't know. You live out here?
Yeah, I do. Grew up in the valley.
All right, man. Well, so far, I haven't heard one question about Friendly House and why we're here today. So you're running right up there. Excuse me. Howard Stern show. I don't know, man.
What it is?
One question.
Would you adopt an African child to help your career?
One second. Oh, we're done, man. We're done. We're done.
I'm going to ask you that.
We got a successful show.
Thanks. What do you think? What do you think of Howard Stern?
You're freak.
What do you think of Howard?
I don't know about Howard, but can't you guys afford just to do interviews? Is this how you steal all your shit? They come to charity events and just steal your material?
Steal my material? What do you mean?
Yeah, why don't you talk about the event? Howard Stern. Does Howard Stern got a charitable bone in his body?
Yeah, he does.
He does. He's a charitable kind of guy.
Yeah, he does. He gives a lot.
Does he give a lot?
Yeah, he does.
To what?
I'm not sure what cause.
I bet I'm not sure either. I bet he's not.
I'm sure he does. Why so hostile to him?
I'm not hostile to him. I'm hostile to you coming to a charitable event, stealing time for Howard Stern's show. If Howard Stern made out a $25,000 contribution to Family House, I probably would be more receptive.
It's Friendly House, isn't it?
Friendly House.
You said family.
Sorry, Friendly House.
All right, well, maybe he will. Well, if he does, would you go on his show?
I wouldn't go on his show, but I'd talk to you more.
I'm still a big fan.
Thank you.
Boy, he's uptight, huh?
Could he be more annoyed?
He's so annoyed. Wow.
He just wants to do his event, and there's this gnat next to him.
Then Kirk Douglas, he had a stroke. He's an old man.
Right.
I guess Gary gets a hold of Kirk Douglas and is talking to him, and then Michael sees out of the corner of his eye.
He's got to go rescue his dad.
The whole thing is just crazy.
He's ruining Michael's night.
Yeah, Michael's like finally having a good time. He looks over. Gary Garver's gotten a hold of his father, and he's like,
oh, no.
Another subhuman has ruined my night.
Hi, Mr. Douglas. Hi, Mr. Douglas. How are you?
Hello, how are you? Why do you have two microphones?
One for my recorder and one for my camera guy.
I see.
Do you think President Bush is wrong about stem cell research?
I have to consult with my scientists and find out. I don't know.
Do you support the Dalai Lama?
Have I spoken to the Dalai Lama? I've met the Dalai Lama years ago here in Los Angeles.
What are you saying?
I said I spoke to Dalai Lama years ago in Los Angeles.
Do you think we should bomb China?
Dad, Howard, they don't even... I told him he's going to talk to you, that should make a contribution to the event today, huh? Otherwise, they're giving all this free material for Howard.
Honey, thank you, Mr. Douglas.
Thank you.
Can you imagine the look of horror on his face?
The Gamorrean Guard?
Yeah.
How do you address the stereotype that all Star Wars fans are nerds?
I can't hear you too good.
How do you address the stereotype that all Star Wars fans are nerds?
There's a lot of good fans out there. I enjoy them. They enjoy Theo's bigger.
Have you ever picked up a chick by talking to her about Star Wars?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many?
I lost count.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And do you live with your mother still?
No.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
Gamorrean Guard.
Oh, that's the best.
Gamorrean Guard. What, you think Star Wars people are nerds? Oh, no. Anybody who talks to a mask is a nerd.
He's so disappointed to ask the question he's been asked a million times. Do you live with your mother? He's like, no.
And this one's great, too. I mean, we really had no concept of who Darth Nihilus was in the Star Wars movies. And after Gary Garver's incredible interview...
You know what? That was the first interview I did there.
This one was first.
That was the first one I did.
You almost got into a fight, yeah.
Darth Nihilus is now famous.
Yeah, we love Darth Nihilus. We wish we could find this guy.
No, I'm surprised that he hasn't popped up somewhere.
No, nowhere to be found.
Tell me. Who are you?
I am Darth Nihilus.
Do you still live at home with your mother?
No, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, good.
Do you
kind of sound like you do.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you feel gay for being so into Star Wars?
No, do you?
I'm not into Star Wars.
Oh, that's too bad, then.
Not really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dress up like that, dude.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you ever picked up a chick by talking to her about Star Wars?
No.
No? Have you? Have I?
Yeah.
Don't talk about it, dude.
Okay.
All right.
You seem to be talking about it a lot today.
Well, I'm asking people like you who are freaky looking.
I see.
Oh. Why are you getting so offended, man?
I'm not. When you act like an asshole, when people treat you like that, don't be surprised.
Hey, what else you got to say to me? You're an asshole for fucking dressing like that.
Unbelievable. Darth Nihilus.
You have reached. To continue in English, press 1. Help hotline, may I help you?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Not that good. I think my brother's suffering from a nervous breakdown.
Okay.
For some reason now he thinks he's some sort of Star Wars character, and I need somebody to talk to him and shake him out of this.
Well, I'm not really sure I could shake it out of him. I could try, but you might have to take him to the hospital.
All right, hold on. Let me put him on the phone with you.
Okay, and what's his name?
His name's Derek, but he thinks he's Darth Nihilus from Star Wars. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
I am Darth Nihilus.
Dark Nihilus?
Darth Nihilus.
Okay, your brother told me that your name was Derek.
I am Darth Nihilus.
Okay, let's talk about your feelings.
I am Darth Nihilus.
How about I speak to your brother then? Can you put him back on the phone?
No.
Do you have any friends or family with you?
No, do you?
Yes, I do. I do have friends and family.
Too bad. When you act like an asshole, don't be surprised.
Sir, I'm not trying to act like an a-hole. I'm just trying to help you.
Too bad.
Sir, if you need help, I suggest your brother call 911.
I am Darth Nihilus.
Yes, I understand, sir. I have called 911 right away. Have a nice day.
Darth Nihilus.
There you go, the good old Darth Nihilus calling the mental facility.
He should be calling a mental facility every week, I think.
Well, anyway, Gary Garver, who has done millions of great interviews, and I could play more if you would like, but he is It's okay, you had enough?
Yeah, enough of that, Artie?
All right, he has...
You, man, what's wrong with you, Artie?
They're so funny. What do you mean? What? I'm busting chops.
What's wrong with you, man?
The guy's down on his luck.
Wasn't I nice today? He's outside with some crazy person. And I say, you want to come in? It's cold out here.
Yeah, who are you out there with? Who are those people?
No, I got this guy, Blue. He's a big fan of the show, and he knows Sal and a few other people here. And
all I know is Gary's involved with some website.
Howard, you have to see Blue.
Yeah?
I own the website.
Oh, you own it?
I'm part owner of it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went on it this morning. It was actually quite professional.
Did you like that?
Yeah, but it looks like you have, TV shows on there?
Yeah, it's an internet TV network.
And do you subscribe? Do people subscribe to it?
It's completely free.
Completely free, you sell advertising on it?
Yes, we do.
All right, and Gary's website is?
Escape.tv. That's EXSCAPE.tv. And I just wanted to give a shout-out to Dr. Peter Chesky, who's actually my partner in this, and he's funding it while I run it.
I see. You're the program director, so to speak.
Yes, I run it, and he's funding it. And
some of the guys said a lot of the shows seem to be based on our show, that you have, like, Blue Irish show, and so there's a natural extension from your work here.
Yeah, I mean, Blue, Blue's a friend of mine, and she wanted to do a show, and we call it The Twisted View, and we have Charlie Superfly, Miss Black Howard Stern doing some music videos. And
I see.
Things like that. I mean, I'm not trying to rip off your show or do anything like that, or piggyback, but
sounds totally original.
Piggyback?
It's not ripping, it's piggying.
Yeah.
Piggying back.
Yeah, I'm pigging back, or whatever. Pigging, whatever the fuck.
He's being a pig is what he's done.
Yeah, I'm trying to make money, man. I'm trying to survive.
Trying to make a living.
You're trying to make a living.
Are you making any money with the website?
We're launching it today on your show.
I see. And these two people from Escape, these people have shows on your channel?
Blue does not, but Casey Poteet has a sports lingerie show, and she's a huge fan of Artie's. In fact, she used to wake up to the show at 3 a.m. and masturbate to Artie's voice.
You're kidding me.
No, Artie.
I'm not going around lately.
Tell her there's 1,000 roses in it for her. And who is the other gentleman with you? Do you want me to meet these friends of yours?
If you like, if you want to bring them in. I mean, Casey's willing to, get naked for you.
Wait a minute, that hot chick I sort of saw real quick, that's the one?
That's the one, Artie.
Holy
you prick.
Come on, we're friends.
How come you're not banging her?
Well, she wouldn't want to. Who wants to bang me? I mean, come on.
Well, she is cute.
She's hot.
Look at her.
Smoking.
She wears glasses.
Yeah.
You're in love with Artie? Is this the girl?
Yeah, that's the girl right there.
Thank you for masturbating to me.
How you doing, honey?
Come on in. Come in, Casey.
Now, who's this gentleman?
This is Blue.
Blue, hi.
Good morning. How are you?
You're a gentleman, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Some of the guys thought this Blue guy, you're not sure if it's a girl or a boy.
No,
you're a boy.
He's a guy.
I said right away I know you're a boy. Why would there be confusion?
But what's going on with Blue?
There's obviously something going on with you, right?
Right.
What is it? What is going on with you?
What is going on with me? Well, it's because of immaculate conception.
What is going on with him?
I don't know. What did you say? Immaculate conception? What the fuck?
Basically, I had, dwarfism. And,
oh, you're a dwarf?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't hear either.
I'm hearing impaired, and I'm, visually impaired, so.
He's fucked up.
That's the medical term. And this hot chick's in love with Artie right over here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You believe that?
Is it just the voice, though, or is it
No, and it's a little in the past. He's exaggerating that, but
Exaggerating? You're the one who told me you masturbated to him.
Thanks, Gar.
That's bullshit, Artie. I'm not telling.
No, definitely I did. And a few years ago, when I was married, I did. When I lived in L.A.,
now that she's single and you could actually get her, she doesn't want
Wait, I don't get it. You were married and masturbating to me, and then...
How many pounds ago were you in love with him?
Oh, stop it.
I'm telling you.
You mean me pounds or her pounds?
Yeah, your pounds.
I thought you said she was
No, she ain't fat. No, you had a lot of... Are you turned off to Artie now because he gained some weight?
No.
You still love him?
I think it's just, I don't have Sirius. I don't hear the show.
Will someone get her Sirius?
He can't lose fans because of people not having Sirius.
So, no, I was definitely infatuated for him.
You are. Are you sure? Would you like to go to dinner with him tonight?
Well, you going to cost me another 1,000 roses over there?
Who cares? You know you want it?
Yeah. Come on, Artie.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know. She's beautiful.
Do you not want to go out with her? You're in love with Dana, so you do not want to be with her?
Well,
pussy.
Artie, it's the weekend.
Is Howard not doing the same
He's
exact...
the evil man that you think he is.
I tried to turn him on to new girls.
Hey, listen, can I just ask, what do you mean it's in the past? What does that mean?
It was just...
You've moved on? Really? Are you single?
Insanity?
I am.
You're single?
Mm-hmm.
So is it... All right, wait a minute. Let me try to word this properly. Is it so in the past to where if I didn't have a situation with my girlfriend and I asked you out, it's so in the past where you go, no?
It's not that far in the past.
Oh, wow.
It was a couple hours ago.
Hey,
Blue, now stop it, Blue.
By the way, Vinny Favali's already emailing Dana.
Dana, don't know if you heard the show today.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're getting dinner, but when I find out, I'll call you.
Well, Gary, you certainly have a beautiful friend here. Have you not banged her yet?
No, she works for me. I can't bang my
What do you do exactly for Gary?
Mr. Professional over here.
Yeah, what do you do for him?
I co-host a sports lingerie show.
Sports lingerie.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
What do you mean, sports lingerie show?
They do a sports lingerie show. They do a sports show in lingerie.
Pretty self-explanatory,
Or
Robin.
Escape TV. That's EXSCAPE.TV.
And why doesn't Blue have his own show?
Blue lives in Florida.
Oh, I see.
There's no cameras down there.
Right.
Yeah, there's none at all.
So, Blue, what's your story? How do you come into this freak show, if you will?
I met Gary through his publicist through Escape.TV, and to there I went on a show for a show he did before.
Okay.
And
all right, so you're a dwarf of some kind. When you went to school, kids made fun of you, I guess, because of your appearance?
yes.
Yeah, what did they say you looked like, an alien or something?
Well, they actually, when I was on your, when I was in New York about 2 years ago for the last show, people were yelling out Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, that kind of type, yeah. So you have a tough life, right, I imagine. Can you get laid being in this condition?
Well, basically my love life has been MasterCard and Visa.
Right. You call up whores and they come to your house?
That's funny, because I was in Vegas for the AVN, and I ordered some entertainment.
Right.
Trying to get some company, and the entertainment came in, and she said, she quoted like $100. I'm like, okay, entry-level price. And then...
entry level.
Right, $100.
$100. She came in and they said, okay, well, for so-and-so for like a hand job, it's $200, and for oral, it'd be like $300. And so...
Fair enough.
Yeah, decent. So basically I went with the 1 out of 2, so I went for the hand job, and it was actually up to like $300.
So in other words, the whores charge you more money because of your appearance?
Probably. She felt more sorry for me, so like, well, let's just charge her more money.
So you had a hand job from a whore in Vegas?
Yeah.
Everybody's love life involves MasterCard and Visa.
When a whore comes to your door because you're unusual looking, you don't look like the typical guy, do they do a double take and go, like do they get scared off?
The little kids always are staring at me, and it's quite unusual. It's quite taking, too.
How do you make money? I mean, you got $300 for a hand job. I mean, how do you make money?
I work for Gary, which is not very profitable.
Gary doesn't have $300 for a hand job.
You work for Gary? Gary hardly has
I work for Escape TV.
Escape TV.
Right, you do. And what do you do for them?
I'm like the technical consulting of him, giving suggestions on the website.
So you're a bright guy and you have some sort of website experience, is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, well, I was offered to be in porn, and I was also possibly in porn.
Too bad your personality is so normal. You'd be a great whack packer on this show.
Actually, yeah, you're a normal guy.
Yeah, you're too normal.
Why did he turn down porn?
Why did I turn down porn? Well, it's because I get easily recognizable. If I was ever on America's Most Wanted, I'd be picked up in a minute,
There's wigs you could put on and shit.
I mean, Blue is smart.
Why do you care who recognizes?
Is it hard to be trapped in this little body and this appearance when you know inside you should be, getting lots of hot chicks?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got game, but, it's always a visual appearance you got to go over.
Right. It's a tough life.
Really that little.
For example, your friend here, I don't know her name, Casey? Casey.
Yeah.
You could never make love to Blue? Would it be difficult for you because of his physical appearance?
Don't lie.
No, he's sweet.
Oh, you wouldn't bang him.
I'm not saying I'm running over there, but I could.
Listen, if she'd bang me, I mean, it's only a few levels.
She was lying about that, too.
So, Blue, you manage in high school.
Robin, it's just all over.
In high school, the kids picked on you and stuff?
Yeah, they picked on me.
Right, they called you names?
Yep, correct.
What was your name in high school?
Well, I really never had, like, a name to, like, say, like, I had Spike, I had, nobody specifically did anything to me.
Was anyone ever nice to you?
No, not really. I kept to myself.
Yeah,
you were alone.
And why did you give yourself the name Blue? Because you're always blue? You're sad?
No, it's not because of that. A business partner of mine that I had about 2 years ago, I was going to promote for a company, and I was at a nightclub.
I see.
and they were doing KY Jelly Wrestling with 10 girls.
Of course they were.
And so I go to my business. I go to my business partner. Hey, they need a midget in there, and he goes to the promoter, and they didn't know the name of my name, and so they got it from the movie Old School.
I see. So you're not
How
Blue.
tall are you? You're pretty tall.
I'm like 4'10".
Yeah, you're a tall midget.
Blue's the real old guy in Old School.
Yeah, that's right.
When you were born, did your parents go, oh, my God, we got to throw this kid in the garbage, or did they give you away?
Well, I'm sure that crossed her mind, but luckily I survived that part.
Your dad's a doctor, right?
Yeah, he's a physician.
Yeah,
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have an older brother.
But he's probably fine, right?
Yeah, of course. He's 6'2", you know.
Do you want to fucking kill him?
No, I have no intention of killing my brother.
No, but I mean, do you ever say to yourself, why does that bastard get to be 6'2" and I got stuck with this bullshit?
Well, I become the center of attention, usually if you're stereotypically normal.
And on top of everything, you went bald, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, your brother probably has a full head of hair, doesn't he?
Correct.
Oh! You know...
Well, luckily he doesn't look like Brad Pitt, so, you know, thank God.
You bring up a good point. There's that show that Eric the Midget watches called Little People, Big World.
Right. Yes.
And it's two midgets, and they have a family, you know, a mama midget and a papa midget. And they have 4 kids. 2 of them are... 3 of them are normal size and, like, good-looking kids, athletic, and there's 1 kid...
Who's a midget.
Yeah. Looks like his parents.
He seems to be happy and everything, but, God, the shit he must go through in his head.
Yeah, it's a tough life. It's not an easy... So how old were you when you first got to experience a woman?
26.
26.
And I didn't finish, by the way. I also financed through plastic. The first time... Amazing story. First time I asked my friend, hey, I want to, like, get this thing done. So we ordered a hotel room, and he basically made it into a fucking house party.
Right.
In a hotel. So everybody knew what was going on and what was going to happen.
This was your big night.
Yeah, this is my big night. Let's have a house party before room service comes over.
And what did you do? You hired a whore to come in and bang you? Yeah. At 26, you finally said, I'm going to pay for it. I got to see what's doing here.
Right, I got to know.
Right. You never had a girlfriend, though? A woman who was not a whore?
You never had a girlfriend?
No, never.
Oh, man.
Let me tell you something, man. With the exception of Casey and Robin, they're all whores.
But wait a minute.
I'll make a note of that.
Why is that? Why won't you talk to women? Why can't
he
you?
talks to women.
He does. He's got a game.
What are you
Robin,
kidding
why
me?
don't you go fuck him then, huh? Come on, give him a break.
I'm involved right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure Jim wouldn't mind putting it.
You know, I'm glad you pointed that out.
Casey,
Robin, that is bullshit. Oh, why don't you talk to a girl?
Casey, what about a mercy sex with this kid?
It'll save me at least $400 for a hand job. Or $300.
On the spot like that.
Right.
You're clearly into mercy sex if you're willing to be with me.
I know you're a friend of Gary's and stuff. You look beautiful. Are you a porno star? Is that your deal?
No.
What are you, a stripper?
Model.
Wait,
Oh, you're a stripper.
I did for a while. Yeah.
You're a stripper?
I haven't in a while.
Yeah.
Show them your boobs.
Can we see your boobs? Would that be okay?
Of course you
They
will.
look nice.
Wow, your dress is amazing. It's all cut out. Robin, you got to get an outfit like this.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
Yeah. Where do you get an outfit? Wow. Those are nice. You look great.
Oh, my God.
Honey, nothing wrong with your body.
What's ProFlower's number?
Would you like 1,000 roses delivered to your apartment right now?
I got a feeling I might have sent Dana 2,000.
Casey, where do you live? You look lovely.
In L.A.
In L.A. I bet a lot of guys hit on you, huh? What are you wearing? Are you wearing panties?
No.
There's no underwear under there. Can I persuade you to show us? Wow.
There you go. Let's see that again.
You persuaded
We need slow-mo.
Wow.
Well, there you go, Blue.
Blue, you like that?
Taster's choice.
Wow. Well, let me tell you something. This is some crew you have here.
Yeah. Escape.tv.
It sounds like, Gary, you got something going on. Casey, you obviously have something going on. Is there a website where I can find you? Is it on Escape TV?
Sure.
All right.
The best lingerie show.
Shut up. EXSCAPE.TV. That's EXSCAPE.TV. It really is a cool website.
Is that how you treat Blue?
What?
You would shut up.
Hey, listen, man. I got a plug. This is my last chance on the show, so there you go. It's my...
Blue, what is the name of your condition that you're in?
I actually don't know the medical term.
I see.
I think it's like Kenny syndrome, where I have like a normal body, but my head is like bigger than normal.
Kennedy syndrome?
Yeah, not Kennedy.
Yeah.
Kenny Lanier syndrome.
Kenny Lear?
Kenny Lanier.
Kenny Lanier syndrome. Yes. And who is Kenny Lanier? Is he a
the
guy?
person who discovered it.
I see.
Who founded it, or, hey, let's give a name
Kenny
for this.
Lanier had a big head and a small body?
I don't think so. He's a physician.
I see.
Well, I thought he played for the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, that's Bob Lanier.
That's great. Yeah.
What and how long does your father accept you? Your mother and father?
Oh, absolutely. They support me 100%.
You can see you're a together guy. I like you. I like both of you. I especially like Casey.
Has he ever had sex that he didn't pay for?
No.
Neither have I, Robin.
We've all paid for it. What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go with the bitter men.
Whatever.
Well, I want to thank you for stopping by. Gary,
Gary, a house.
Gary, I'm sad I'm not going to see you for another year, but so be it.
Hey, as long as I can come on next year. Hopefully I'll still have Escape TV going.
Let me make this perfectly clear. Even though Gary's not allowed, Casey, you can come in.
Anytime you want.
Yeah.
Thank you.
From a marketing standpoint,
yes,
the name Escape, I would spell it the normal way.
You can't, because we couldn't get it on the website. I mean, we could. The domain name was taken.
But get a word that is not taken, because EXSCAPE is very hard to remember. Escape.
I know, but it's a little too late for that now.
Right. Think of a word,
Why not just tell him to do good on his SATs?
Donkey TV or something, Mule TV.
Well, listen, I'm happy with what we got. I think it's going to kick ass, and we're going to go places, and I'm on the cutting edge of tomorrow, like I say.
As always, you're always on the cutting edge.
Yeah, right.
You know what? You know what he's hoping for, Howard? That lucrative market of people who always misspell Escape.
And Casey, you're very...
I think that's pretty large.
You look beautiful with your top off. I have to say your body is perfection. Are you naked on this website, or are you in lingerie only?
Lingerie, but sporadically popping out.
You pop out sporadically. Good for you.
Yeah, no X-rated stuff on our.
And what's your story? You're very into guys, or you're into chicks?
Oh.
You're into both? Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Get her serious so she can build up this attraction again.
No. And you say you were married, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why would someone divorce you? I don't understand.
I divorced him.
What?
I divorced him.
Why? He didn't give it to you good enough?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. All right. Was he mean to you?
Yeah.
Well, we all are.
I'm not mean to women. I'm very nice.
Do other celebrities besides Gary Garver hit on you?
You call me a celebrity? Thanks,
sure.
Howard. I
appreciate
that, man.
You're a big deal.
I am? Jeez.
No, I'm making a joke.
As much as Beetlejuice is.
I'm almost starting to believe my bullshit here.
Who are you backing for president, Casey?
Barack.
Barack?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I think he can bring a lot of change that we need.
Well, I like your style.
Who are you backing, Howard?
Hillary Clinton I like.
Like Clinton?
I do. I like her.
Well, you two would be a mixed marriage, Howard.
I could live with that.
Don't you read the Times? Ron Paul.
Yeah. All right, Gary, good luck with this Webscape. What is it? Escape?
Come on, Howard. Get it right, man, please.
Escape TV.
Escape.tv.
Sorry for not getting it right, but let's remember, there's no such word in the English language. Escape.
Yeah, I mean, Howard, I think, is being helpful in the sense that you picked a word that's hard to spell and pronounce.
Well, there you go. What am I going to do? The story of my life, you know what I mean? I can't help it, I'm a fuck-up.
Blue, I like you.
I'm only good at asking stupid questions.
Me too.
Hey, don't interrupt Howard.
Yeah, Blue, I like you. Blue, pleasure.
You just look, you're on the fucking show right now.
Hey,
If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be here.
I want to watch the Gary and Blue show.
If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be in this building. You were going 2 buildings far ahead.
Fuck you. I know where the fuck this is. What are you talking about?
That's why you didn't remember this morning?
It's fucking 5:30 in the morning, man. Just shut up. I'm on L.A. time still.
All right, well, you two go work that out.
Right.
Blue, very nice to meet you. I like you very much. And let me tell you something, Casey. If I was having sex with you, I would switch to Barack Obama. I would do whatever you told me to do. I'm not kidding. She's something else.
She's hot.
A Nazi.
You got to check out the Sports Lingerie show.
What's your love life like now, Gary?
Mine? Actually, I'm hanging out with this girl, Priscilla Russo. Mm-hmm. That's sort of into the bondage type thing. And
oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, we've been hanging out the last, few weeks.
In other words, you tied her up together.
Yeah. She's hot. She's smoking hot, actually. She's really hot.
She's into the bondage thing. In other words, she's tied up in his basement.
Yeah.
Where'd you meet her?
I met her doing one of the porn conventions. at AdultCon.
That's the place to meet a wife.
The one that you played that had a sex slave and
I see.
Yeah, that chick. Yeah.
You're going out with her. She's your girlfriend.
I'm hanging out with her. She's not my girlfriend. We're hanging out.
Right, quite frankly, I don't care who you're with.
Whatever.
All right, Gary, great seeing you.
Yeah,
Good luck
right.
with EXSCAPE-TV.
Can't you spell it right?
How do you? What am I spelling wrong? EX.
It's EXSCAPE.
Didn't I say that?
.TV.
No.
Escape.tv.
See you in a year when you're plugging a landscaping business or something.
I'll be moving to Hawaii, man. I'll tell you right now.
Really?
If this bombs out, then
Casey, that's a hell of a dress, baby.
Wow,
Let me see your ass before you leave. Not you, Gary.
Yeah.
Casey, let me see your ass.
Can we see your
She's
ass?
not listening to
Casey,
you.
let's see your ass.
Oh, no.
Come on, turn around and pick up that dress.
PriscillaRusso.com.
Let's see it. She's uptight about it. We found her kryptonite. What's the matter? Turn around and show it to us. Why, it's not that good?
Oh, come on.
your ass.
Our chicks always say that.
Come on, baby. Come on. Give us a treat. We'll tell you if it's good or not.
Being modest.
Oh, wow.
Modest.
She just showed her cooch. I mean, come on.
Thanks, Gary. Good luck with Escape.TV.
Thank you, Howard. Thanks for having me on. I love you guys.
See you in Hawaii.
Yeah, I'll see you in Hawaii when I'm retired smoking weed.
There he is, the great Gary Garver. And we'll be back right after this. So speaking of weird interviews, so Gary Garver's out at this thing, and he gets a real big celebrity, Sienna Miller. And, Sienna Miller was the woman who got ditched by Jude Law. He ran off with the babysitter or something.
I was just about to say, after you said big celebrity, I was about to say, who's Sienna Miller? But she's that cute blonde.
Yeah, she's sort of a big deal, but I guess, Gary doesn't know anybody, so he just kept asking her who she was and spell her name.
It's always good.
How you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
Yes. Yes.
You are?
Filth bag.
Yeah, and what's your name?
Sienna.
Sienna what?
Sienna Miller.
Can you spell it for me?
SIENNAMILLER.
And what's your favorite type of porno?
Oh my God. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm not going to say.
You do have a favorite, huh?
Bestiality.
Bestiality?
I'm joking.
Really?
Joke.
And what would you like written on your gravestone?
I told you I was ill.
All right, thanks.
Seems like a fun gal.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
No, I didn't hear it.
I told you I was ill.
I told you I was ill. Thanks, yeah.
So then, this is kind of funny. Gary tries to get Reese Witherspoon. By the way, and someone said to me, Regis is another guy who, he was on the pre-show.
Yeah.
And he doesn't apparently know anyone. He called that guy Javier Bardem.
Did he win, by the way?
Bardem. He called him Xavier.
Right.
Like, if you're going to host it, first of all, I got to ask you something. When Artie and I were talking about this, Artie brought it up. If you're Regis Philbin and you're 70-something years old, and I know Regis,
You could tell him this in person.
I will. I'm going to say to him, like, what? I mean, you've got a lot of money now at this point. You finally made some dough in his career.
Big money.
You finally, you got enough going on. What would persuade you to fly all the way out to L.A. and stand there on a fucking red carpet and do that? I mean, like, it just seems like a major pain in the ass.
Regis can't say no.
He can't.
It's clearly annoying work to him because if he doesn't know people's names,
he's not
that
doing
means,
any prep.
Yeah, well, that means the prep is probably really annoying to him. It's like, what does he need at this point? Certainly not publicity, and I don't think the money is like life-changing money.
He tried doing that Who's Got Talent, America's Got Talent, and that was way too much for him. He was flying out to L.A. a couple of times a week.
Here, I'll play a Regis.
And you'll see George Clooney down there in Nicole Kidman. I know a lot of people are standing in front of them, but there's Philip Seymour Hoffman. Everybody in place right there. Forrest Whitaker. Here's Xavier Bardem. Nice to see him.
Xavier.
Did he win?
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
Best supporting actor, right? Oh, good.
Yeah, he was good. He's a real good actor. Anyway, so finally, Gary Garver sees Reese Witherspoon at this event.
Okay.
Who's a big star, And the publicist is the funny one because she keeps telling Gary in the beginning here to just get away.
Uh-huh.
And then Reese sees him, and then she talks to him. She didn't care, but the publicists panic. They panic. Big star.
What? Right now. Thank you.
No?
Nope, we're done.
Reese, how have you changed the world? Reese, are you a fan of Howard Stern?
Please. I I've asked you. No, thank you.
That's why I asked you if she's a fan of Howard Stern's. You like Howard Stern?
I've asked you. No.
Well, she didn't come and walk the red carpet.
We're good.
Howard. Hi, Howard. How are you?
How do you change the world?
Just by being amazing and awesome.
Yeah. Hey, who's the biggest a-hole in Hollywood?
Well, that would be me. Now, especially now that I'm a producer. Wait, I want to see Michelle.
Thanks. She's getting the blow off nicely, though. Oh, I want to see Michelle.
Listen to these people, like literally, like they have a war hero they're protecting. No, I told you.
All right, time to get to some Gary Garver, because I've been promising that for a while.
Night of 100 Stars, right?
Yeah. And also, you know, the other day, I got to play this tape, too. The other day, I got some Gary Busey tape, but I do want to get to this Gary Garver thing, because I've been blowing it off. All right, so Gary Garver went to Night of 100 Stars, which is so great, because Night of 100 Stars never has any good stars. Like, there's no stars there. Like, the Night of 100 Stars just never gets anybody great to show up. So, yeah, they're technically stars, but it's...
At one time. Yeah, but their light has gone out.
Well, to give you an example, like, one of the stars is Omarosa. Oh. Remember her from...
Well, she's on The Current Apprentice.
Right. I mean, you know.
But that's what she does, The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman was there, I read, too. And I think him and his wife were considered stars.
Like Florence Henderson, you know. Yeah. But it's still fun to send Gary over there and get some interviews. All right, so here's Omarosa. Hey, Gary, come on in here. This is Gary Dell'Abate, because he's got some funny stories about this stuff. What was the deal on Omarosa? Isn't it like she's just still thinking she's the hottest shit on the planet?
She's a character, because she just thinks she's God.
No.
So Garver goes up to her, and you know, she's like, she just goes at it. She can fight with anybody.
Yeah. Isn't this because he asked her who she was?
No, he just asked her, yeah, sort of, yeah. But, I mean, she's mad at him 35 seconds in.
How dare she be insulted by that?
She's insulted.
He's not treating her properly.
That's right.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Who are you, and what made you famous?
Who are you, and where are you?
I'm Satellite Radio.
Okay, Omarosa from Celebrity Apprentice.
Celebrity Apprentice?
Donald Trump.
What?
Donald Trump.
Oh, Donald Trump. What's wrong? What? I heard you're like the bitch on the show or something.
I heard your mother was a bitch.
What? F you.
God. You know, you can make an argument that Gary Garver is a bigger star than her.
Right.
Ooh, cunty.
All right, so next was David Carradine. And I suppose David Carradine, of course, for those of you who don't know, was Kung Fu on TV. He was Kung Fu. Grasshopper.
You know, his interview was very long, so I edited a lot of stuff out, but at one point Gary Garver asked him, you know, what have you done to change the world? And he goes, well, you know, it's obvious, Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. So anyway...
He took a job.
There's a weird move, I think, that goes on, because we used to have David Carradine on the show. Yes. I was a big Kung Fu fan.
Is he the Carradine in Kill Bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that, right, okay.
Yeah, I really like David a lot.
Love David.
But I think, like, the last couple of times he requested to come on, we kind of took a pass.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long explanation.
It's a hard thing to explain to people.
But then whoever we pass on, they all claim that we asked them a bunch of times and they said no.
They turn it around.
Their egos demand that.
Or in David Carradine's case, it's you've changed. You're not the same guy.
So he doesn't do the show anymore.
Right.
That's the Steve. What was the guys from the Tonight Show?
Steve Allen.
Steve Allen. That was his move.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Steve Allen I used to have on all the time, and then I stopped having him on, and then he started writing magazine articles about what a piece of shit I was.
Right, how you had changed. You used to do your show, and now you're mean-spirited.
He wrote 24 songs about you.
And David Carradine, I love David, but, you know, I haven't changed. That's the point.
Well, he's
changed. The world has.
He's changed.
The world has changed.
The world has changed.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern?
Well, I did his show 3 or 4 times. I've enjoyed it a lot, but I certainly don't watch him or listen to him.
Why not?
Well, because he no longer is interesting to me. You know, he kind of changed his act since I was with him.
What about Sirius? Do you have Sirius?
What?
You have Sirius Radio?
No, I don't really listen to the radio.
Wow.
Yeah, so Florence Henderson kind of pulls the same move. Like, Florence Henderson has requested to be on our show a lot of times. And we kind of say no. I mean, I really don't have any interest in interviewing Florence Henderson. I don't, she's on enough reality shows and all that stuff. So
Can I tell you that she hasn't requested to be on this show in probably 10 years, and I haven't asked for her in about 23. I'm not kidding. I'm not being mean.
Right. But I would say there were a couple of years there where they
She
used
stopped asking 10 years ago.
You're right.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
You know what? I like Howard. He's always asking me to be on his show. I think he's brilliant. I think he's, just dug out a career for himself that is absolutely amazing. He's naughty.
Would you go on the show?
I've turned it down numerous times. I mean, I don't need to talk about my genitalia with Howard.
You're right.
You think that's what he's going to talk to you about?
Of course, that'll be his first question.
How is it?
Fantastic.
Thanks a lot, Florence.
Thank you.
That's Florence Henderson?
Yeah. She's an old lady.
Dude, she's got to be, what do you figure? Florence has got to be close to 80?
Well, I haven't heard her in a long time.
Now, Jeff Conaway was at Night of 100 Stars. I haven't heard this one yet. It's got to be funny.
Jeff Conaway, our favorite?
I cut it down a little bit, which is hard to cut Jeff Conaway down. But he's a little boring at the beginning, but there's something going on with his speach, whether it's
he's high as a kite.
Yeah, but it's also even this on top of that, there's something weird going on. He's got some weird affectation.
Yeah, I know, because I watch Celebrity Rehab.
Right, there's something going on with that jaw.
Right. Yeah. Well, he's got to be completely fucked up.
He's got permanent coke jaw.
That's what I was going to say. Isn't that the thing you do when you're on coke?
Yeah, grind.
Jeff.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Hey, what's something you hate about yourself?
It's like reality TV is harder on relationships.
Something that I hate about myself.
People break up from reality TV.
I think the weakness that I've given into the negative part of my life, the negative side, the side that lies to me. I believe that more than the truth about myself,
How have you changed the world?
Well, how have I changed the world? I think I've made them laugh.
Who's the biggest a-hole in Hollywood? Has to be one.
Oh, probably me.
You?
Yeah.
Do you think it's arguable that a good portion of these people aren't stars here tonight?
I'm sorry?
Do you think it's arguable that a good portion of these people aren't stars here tonight?
I see a lot of recognizable faces. I know a lot of these people. They have lay people here as well that help support the event, that sponsor it. But here's Robert Dobby right here. Corey Feldman was just here.
Corey Feldman.
Robert Dobby.
Who's Robert Dobby?
He's a character actor.
We're gonna hear from him later.
I guess he didn't mention Florence Henderson too.
Tall is if it would make you as big a star as Tom Cruise.
I'm already doing that.
Oh, yeah. I should back this up. Wait, this is worth hearing. Wait.
Become a Scientologist?
Right.
Biggest star is
Corey Feldman. Here's Robert Dobby right here. Corey Feldman was just here.
Would you become a Scientologist if it would make you as big a star as Tom Cruise?
I'm already doing that.
Become a Scientologist?
Yes, I am.
Really? Why?
Because I was thinking about John one day, and I was thinking about my troubles with addiction over the years. And there was a time when John was just starting Scientology, and he was telling me about it, and I opted to stay out of it. And I was thinking, he really, his life, not so much his career, because that was what it was going to be, but his life. He became a much more successful person. And I wrote to him and said, do you have any books that you could suggest? And he sent me a whole library. Like books upon books upon books upon books. And he's providing an auditor for me every day. And so I go through Scientologist classes every day.
Well, good for you, and I hope you feel better.
Thank you very much. Good questions.
Thank you.
Really?
We were goofing.
You know he must be insane if he thinks Gary Garver had good questions.
First guy who ever said that, I think.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's being provided an auditor.
I know. They're sending somebody to his home.
Would you become a Scientologist if you could change the world? Good question. Well, what is the Night of 100 Stars? In other words, like...
It's an event. This is how I see it. If you're not invited to the Oscars, if you're not good enough to be invited to the Oscars, there's a party that you can watch the Oscars at.
Oh, so they watch the Oscars.
Yeah. This is the night of the Oscars.
Because I'm looking at this lineup. It's Omarosa, David Carradine. Like, I would be embarrassed to be at this. Florence Henderson, Jeff Conway, Larry Burkhead, who is Anna Nicole Smith's
that guy.
Sperm donor. Right? Larry Burkhead.
That's right.
Now, how is he a star?
He's a star because he takes care of baby Danny Lynn.
You know what I just realized?
Baby Danny Lynn.
I just realized...
You know baby Danny Lynn has an eye problem?
Yeah. Her eye turns in. Her eye turns in.
Yeah. Cross-eyed.
She's wearing a patch like a pirate now. Hey, I'm baby Danny Lynn, I am.
You think Anna Nicole might have done some drugs during the pregnancy?
But Howard, you know what else slid by us, too?
What?
That dude, Pat, who's the guy who made the sex tapes with the phone calls and the code?
Oh, Pat O'Brien. Pat
O'Brien.
Yeah.
He's back in rehab,
in rehab.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I saw him in the halls of Sirius a few months ago, and...
Did he ask you for some coke?
I almost asked them. He looked very thin to me. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, he had get thinned out. But didn't he promise Dr. Phil that everything was okay now?
Well, he did. He meant it to be good. Hey, I just realized at that party, Howard, not only was Larry Burkhead there, but so was that Prince guy that says he fucked Anna Nicole, too.
Zsa Zsa Gabor's husband?
Yeah, they were at the same party.
Let's hear Larry Burkhead first, and then we'll go over to the Prince. Prince Van Asshole?
What made you famous?
I was in a movie called Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold?
Yeah.
Who starred in it?
Kate Winslet.
Oh, really? Yeah. Who's the biggest a-hole in Hollywood?
Besides you? I don't know.
Would you become a Scientologist if it made you the biggest star?
Absolutely not.
Ever had a gay experience?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah, positive.
Ooh. Why is he
What?
That's a Gary Garver question I think he threw in.
It's on our list.
We put that on our list.
Oh, is that
for everyone, yeah.
Okay.
Gary has the ability to throw an audible at the line.
You're both right. It's on our list, and Gary Garver only asked that of Larry Burkhead of all 18 people. He only asked Gary. So
that was Larry Burkhead?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Danny Lynn's dad.
Larry Burkhead was in a movie. He says that's what made him famous, the movie.
Now, and he says Fool's Gold was Kate Winslet. Wasn't it Kate Hudson?
I think he's just goofing around.
You think so?
I don't think he's in any movie.
Well, then he's pretty funny.
Sounded like he was serious
I
about
think
that.
he must be in that movie.
I was in a movie.
Extra.
God.
All right, here's Prince Van Asshole. That's the guy's name. Of Prince Van Anal. That's his name, Anal.
It is not.
No, I'm not kidding you.
On hold or something.
Oh. Well, here he is with Gary Garver. This is the guy, if you remember in the news, he was claiming at the time that the baby Danny Lynn was his.
How you doing? Who are you again? You're Prince what?
To what?
What's your name again?
Frederik van Anhalt, Prince van Anhalt. I'm from Germany.
I told you. Van Anhalt.
Does he sound just like Colonel Clink?
Again.
Germany, and you're married to Zsa Zsa Gabor?
Zsa Zsa Gabor since 21 years. Longest marriage in Hollywood. Don't forget it.
Let me ask you something. What happened with this Anna Nicole thing, man? What went down?
Well, when we're down, it's not finished yet, you know. I mean, the baby, it's already, this matter is solved, but the money matter is not finished yet, you know, and I'm sure Howard Stern is going to go down, and that's definitely.
He means that Howard K. Stern.
Yeah, but what has he got to do with the money?
I don't know. He's claiming he's the father of Danny Lynn. He's sticking with that story.
Sheesh.
How can he brag that he's had the longest marriage in Hollywood when he clearly admitted he fucked Anna Nicole while he was married?
He's still married.
But nobody's made it longer than 21 years?
Well, it's funny because
no one in Hollywood.
You know what? Peter Graves was at this party, Howard, and he was saying that he'd been married for 57 years.
Well, it's Peter Graves in show business.
Did you really bang Anna Nicole?
I didn't bang her. We had fun.
Did you have sex with her?
Huh?
You have sex with her.
Of course.
You put your penis in her vagina.
Look how you talk. This is the Oscars. Don't talk on the Oscars like that.
Well, I just want to know if it's true or not. Sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
It is true, but I don't use those words. You know, I'm a gentleman. I don't use those words. You know?
What words do you use?
Huh?
What words do you use?
What?
What words do you use?
What
that?
I use the word love. You forgot all about it. You're in America, forgot all about the word love.
Have you ever had any cosmetic surgery?
Yes.
No what?
Cosmetic surgery. Only Botox.
Only Botox?
Yeah.
Would you become a Scientologist and make you as big a star as Tom Cruise?
I didn't understand that.
Would you become a Scientologist if it make you as big as a star as Tom Cruise is?
No, never. If I don't believe in the system, I don't follow the system.
Who's the biggest a-hole in Hollywood?
The biggest? Probably me.
And what's your favorite porn star?
I don't look porn. I like it natural. I have throat stuff. I don't porn. I don't look magazines. I love to enjoy it natural.
I don't look.
Are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
Huh?
Are you a fan of Howard Stern?
Which Howard Stern? You mean the radio guy?
Yeah.
I love him.
Love him?
I was on his show a couple of times. I love him. He's great. I love him.
Right, thanks a lot.
Chris Van Asshole.
Was he ever on our show?
Maybe.
Probably was Zsa Zsa.
The Princess Zsa Zsa.
I think he was, yes. I seem to remember that.
Got a bunch of other ones here. Wink Martindale was there?
Well, this is fun. Yeah, Wink Martindale's funny because of, I just left one particular question in.
What about Mimi Rogers? She used to be married to Tom Cruise 100 years ago.
And what's funny is Gary Garver doesn't know that, so he asked her the Scientology Tom Cruise question.
Oh,
She got Tom into Scientology.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who are you? Who am I talking to?
I'm a satellite radio.
Okay.
Do you think of Barack Obama as half black or half white?
Haven't really thought about it that way.
Do you think America is more prepared for a black president or a female president?
I think it's going to be hard for either.
No?
Yeah. But I'm hoping.
Me too. Would you become a Scientologist if it would make you as big a star as Tom Cruise?
Well, I think everybody would say yes, right?
Really?
I don't know.
And are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yes.
And aren't you?
Sometimes. Sometimes I think he goes too far.
Thanks a lot, Mimi.
Thank you.
Mimi Rogers has the biggest tits.
Yes. Beautiful.
And that movie that she did where it's called The Masseuse. It's practically porno. They show it on HBO a lot. The whole movie is her walking around naked with a masseuse massaging her. And she's totally naked and her titties are out and fucking vagina and everything. I mean, it's wild. I beat off to that a bunch of times.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah.
It's on Mr. Skin's all-time Hall of Fame list.
It really is. And it should be. Mimi Rogers. I don't know how old she is now, but boy, in her day, it's the biggest natural boobs. It's before breast implants. You know, when a woman with real breasts meant something. You know?
Now anybody can.
Yeah, now anyone can have that. Does that ever piss you off, like you've got real big breasts?
I didn't ever want them.
No, I know, but like you have the big full breast, and like these women now cheat, and they try to get up to your league, and it's like sort of like that was your thing, and you were born with, that was your gift. And
no, I could care
now
less
anyone
what
can have
they're
it.
doing.
Really?
It's not something I thought of as a proud thing.
Seriously, you never look in the mirror and say, damn, these are fucking nice.
No, I always say these are fucking too big.
You never, I mean, at some point you have to go like, God, I've got what everyone wants to have.
Nope.
You know, don't you know,
doesn't always seem to go.
It doesn't always seem to go that you what you want.
Always goes, you got
You know what I mean? That Johnny Mitchell song?
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Right.
You pave paradise, and you pave your nice tits, and you put up a parking lot.
Well, it's like Einstein saying he's too smart. Like, you know, I always thought I was 20 points too high in my IQ.
Yeah.
I was a little too fucking smart for my own good, like Robin. Oh, I got these beautiful gifts, and she doesn't even appreciate them.
No, you look at Dolly Parton now. She had to cancel her tour because of her breasts. They're hurting her back so much she can't perform.
But she did that to herself.
She's 90.
No, she always had big breasts. She just put the implant in there. And she keeps putting the implant in there.
I don't know if I want to hear from Robert Davi. I don't know who he is.
Well, that's why you want to hear from him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this is one of the all-time great Who Are You answers.
Oh, great. That's what's great about L.A. If you say to someone, who are you, it's like you put a knife in their head.
Yeah, it sends them spinning and out of control.
Who are you?
Robert Davi.
And what made you famous?
70 different films. Where are you from?
Satellite radio.
What satellite radio?
Sirius Satellite Radio.
What's that?
Never heard satellite radio?
Never. If they haven't heard of me, I haven't heard of them. Google me. I've done 70 films.
Google
Wake up.
Wake up.
No. James Bond, Goonies, License to Kill, Showgirls. I just directed my first film called The Dukes with myself and Chaz Palminteri and Peter Bogdanovich. It's won 9 awards.
I apologize.
That's all right.
Hey,
I don't.
Oh, shit. I never heard of him either. That's funny. Who are you? Boy, that set him off.
Might know his face, you know.
Yeah, you would know his face. He had a pockmarked face that...
Oh, yeah?
He made a good villain. Yeah, he was even in Die Hard. He played one of the FBI agents.
Oh, okay. Now I know exactly what you're talking about.
And are you a fan of Howard Stern's?
I watch Howard Stern. Yes, I do. I do find him amusing. I like watching him. Howard Stern is a funny guy. Howard Stern. Gary Dell'Abate, Italian guys, Artie Lang. I watch the show. Yeah. I used to when I was doing my series Profiler, I would watch the Howard Stern show at 5 in the morning, going to my set every friggin' morning. So it was a lot of great humor to.
Thanks a lot.
All right, be good.
Did he play Dean Wormer?
No.
No. I'm trying. He was in something. Well, now I'm thinking. Now I got the face from what Robin said. And I'm trying to think other stuff. He wasn't him. He's in a million things.
Yeah, he was a very highly used character actor.
I think I know who you mean.
Howard. He's been in 70 things to be exact.
Okay.
And his series Profiler.
Well, he's a fan of ours, so I'll make sure to learn who he is.
I always liked him.
What did Jenna Jameson have to say?
Oh, this is so weird, dude. It's her and Tito Ortiz, and they're just, and it's fine and everything. They are looking into Scientology. Not that they want to become Scientologists, but they're going to figure it out for all of us.
Really?
Whether it's real or not.
They're investigating.
Absolutely.
Jenna Jameson is going to go...
And Tito Ortiz.
And they're going to figure out for the rest of us if it's good.
They tell us that.
So we can sit back and relax.
Right. That's what we're sending.
Would you become a Scientologist if it make you as big a star as Tom Cruise?
That's funny, because what?
Yes.
Yes, me and Jenna actually have been talking about that. We're actually going to go check it out and see what it's really about.
You're going to go check out Scientology?
Yes, of course. Why not? Why be ignorant and not look and see what it has to offer?
Hold on. Why are you going to get into it, Jenna? What's going on here?
Well, I've studied a lot of different religions in my time, and my father actually was a Scientologist, so he told me in order to know anything about it, I need to go in and know in my own right, not have to worry about someone else telling me and all the hearsay that's going on. So I think that we're going to go in and we're gonna be the moles. We're gonna figure it out for everyone.
Tell us see if there's any truth behind it, or see if it's just someone who's an awesome actor come out and just.
No offense, Jen is a porno star and he's a wrestler.
A fighter.
A fighter.
Are these the people we would send to investigate?
And also, her dad was fucking all her teenage friends.
Right, so Scientology didn't seem to work out so well for him.
That's the first thing I thought. I'm like, suddenly he's a Scientologist. I think of him as a friend fucker.
Nice guy, but, I don't know if I get religious advice from him. Wink Martindale, finally, with Gary Garver. He's one of my favorites. Wink Martindale, I'm kind of fascinated by game show hosts. I always wanted to be a game show host. And Wink Martindale was always, to me, like second tier. He got the real shitty games. Like, he got that game with the dragon... And
I know the one you're talking about.
And like the dragon, they were really super easy questions, and it looked like a big truth or consequences board.
The dragon chased the guy across the board, the cartoon.
Yeah. What was that?
Oh, God. We were just talking about the show the other day because there's a documentary.
Wink got the shittiest games.
Yeah, I can't even think of the names of his games.
I know it, Gar.
What?
Tic-Tac-Toe.
No. Was it Tic-Tac-Toe?
Tic-Tac-Toe.
No, Tic-Tac-Toe is the one.
Joker's.
Joker's Wild. Right. Tic-Tac-Toe, you're right.
Tic-Tac-Toe.
Right.
He did do Joker's Wild.
No, Joker's Wild was Jack.
He did that, too. I mean, I'm reading his credits. Yeah. Gambit, High Rollers, Last Word, Tic-Tac-Toe.
He took over the Joker show after that other dude.
Jack Barry.
Yeah. But Tic-Tac-Toe, read Wink Martindale's games again.
Oh, I'm going to Jack Barry.
Go ahead.
Okay. What's this song? No, sorry.
Gambit, High Rollers, Last Word, Tic-Tac-Toe, Joker's Wild.
Shitty.
Nothing you know.
Yeah, like all games, you can't even remember the fucking game. Like I remember the cartoon dragon run. Anyway, thank you, Gary Fa-Fa-Flooey. Let me get to this. This is Gary Garver, our reporter out in Hollywood. He was at the... I don't know the event.
Celebrity Poker Tournament.
Celebrity Poker Tournament.
What's that? That's a big event now?
No big celebrity show.
It's the same people. It's Jennifer Tilly, Cameron Manheim. I don't know. There's like Daniel Baldwin. Jimmy Woods loves to go to that.
Which one is Cameron Manheim? That big fat chick?
Yeah, she was on one of those law shows.
So Gary Garver sees Cameron Manheim. I guess he's interviewed her before. Yeah. She almost head for the hills. This is a really good interview, though.
Can I ask a couple questions?
Who are you from? Where are you from? Who are you coming from?
What? Satellite radio?
Yeah, I know exactly what's going down here. You know what? I'm going to pass this time.
Why?
I don't know. I just saw...
Wait, you upset with Howard or what?
No, I'm not upset with Howard.
Well, then why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't want to talk about how many guys I've slept with, and let's see your question.
Go ahead, read them. Go ahead, read them on.
Do you miss the spotlight? Meaning like I'm out of it? Like I'm not on the spotlight animore?
Go ahead.
Describe Howard Stern in one word.
Go ahead.
Ugly. Would you consider yourself a B, C, or D celebrity? See, I don't want to do this. This is exactly why.
You know
why? Because I leave here and then I just don't feel good about myself.
You don't feel good about yourself?
No. Because you remind me of every guy I knew in high school, and I want to leave that far behind.
Wow. Jeez.
That's a touchy broad. I can't believe she finds me ugly. Most chicks think I'm really super hot.
What a fucking high school she went to. Gary Garver reminds her of every guy.
Yeah. That's pretty depressing.
Gary Garver wasn't in any great clique in high school.
In high school, guys would just come up to her with poker with microphones and start asking her questions. Jerry Buss, you know who he is. He owned... This is kind of weird. Gary Garver's a freak. Jerry Buss owned the L.A. Lakers, didn't he?
Yeah, he owns them.
Yeah, he still owns them. So Gary meets him and then just throws out all the questions and starts kissing Jerry Buss's ass.
He went off script?
Yeah, because he's a fan. So it was like, we're not there for you to make connections.
Like, even if Gary did this interview, he shouldn't have given it to me, because it's just for him.
Yeah, it's like...
Jerry, how you doing? How's it going?
All right, very good, thank you. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hey, I want to say congratulations as a lifelong Laker fan from the Jerry West days, Wilt, Elmore Smith. I want to say thank you. Edgum Baylor, Mike Garrett,
Gail Goodrich,
Pat Riley.
Why not? Let's name them all.
I love it. Hey, congratulations on the season.
Thank you very much. It's going very well right now.
You know what? Like I said, as a lifelong Laker fan, I mean, I didn't have much expectations for this season, and you guys made a great deal with...
I mean, this went on and on and on.
He tells them it's good that he kept Kobe, but that he traded for somebody else.
Listen to this.
By not trading Kobe and sticking to your guns, and Mitch Kupchak turned out to be, another Jerry West?
Now he's going to get the award, it looks like.
That's awesome, man.
I'm happy for
Now you're waiting for the shitty questions to come up, and they never do.
It's Gary's sports talk.
Yeah. Well, then Meatloaf came by, and he got right to, who are you? That just pisses everyone off.
How you doing?
Oh, more. Okay, hi.
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Gary.
Hi, Gary. Meat? Yeah.
Oh, Meatloaf?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how you doing, man? I saw you at the Bob Hope golf tournament, too.
Then you should have known who I was.
I don't know. I got stoned before I came here.
Oh, I see. There's always some excuse.
Well, maybe that explains why he did the Jerry Buss interview.
It's funny. I listened to a bunch of his interviews, and he was acting weird to him. And then when I heard he was stoned, it explained everything.
Hey, do you know who Ken Davidian is?
No.
He's a guy who was in the Borat movie, who, is Borat's partner, and he gets naked.
Oh, the big fat guy.
He's the manager?
Yeah, big fat guy. He was there.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Who are you?
I'm Ken Davidian. Who are you?
I'm Gary with Satellite Radio. What made you famous?
Borat.
Borat?
The movie Borat, and right now the movie in the theater is called Meet the Spartans, and in June 2008, Get Smart.
Cool. Do you think Stuttering John is doing how do you think Stuttering John is doing as an announcer of The Tonight Show?
John Melendez?
Yeah.
It's my buddy. I think he's doing fine, except I don't know what he does.
You don't know what he does?
No, all I see is...
And then he starts raising the coffee cup. He goes, all I see is...
Lifting the coffee cup, baby. I don't know what he does, but whatever he's doing, keep doing it.
Then he ran into Mimi Rogers, who, if you remember, he ran into like a week ago. Yes. And of course, Gary Garver didn't know who Mimi Rogers was, that she was married to Tom Cruise, that she was a Scientologist. And so he runs into her again.
Mimi, how you doing? Now, I interviewed you at the Night of 100 Stars Sunday.
Yeah.
And did you hear your interview on the Howard Stern Show by any chance?
No.
Howard played your interview with me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now, I knew you were married to Tom Cruise, and I asked you about Scientology. Are you a Scientologist?
Oh, no, this is inappropriate.
What? Is it inappropriate?
Yeah. We can talk about poker.
We can talk about poker, but you want to talk about I just was wondering if you were a Scientologist or not, because Howard played it, and I was just curious if you had heard it or not.
Well, say hi to Howard. Are these Howard's balls? What is this?
Howard's balls?
Yes.
Does that have two mics?
Yes.
No, it's Howard's. Do you think Hollywood typecasts fat people?
What an odd question. I don't know.
Do you think it's responsible to be playing poker while kids are starving in Africa?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because they're so closely related. I mean, the one ties into the other so logically.
Can you describe Howard in one word?
Cute.
And I could get her. That's an entree into those big boobies. I wonder how she's looking, Mimi Rogers. Years ago, boy, she had some fucking rack. And she looked good, but she's got to be older now, right? Probably older than me.
I sat right next to her on that crazy taping of Politically Incorrect I did with Bill Maher.
How was
she was
looking?
right next to me, and that's fucking 8 years ago already, and she looked a little over the hill then. I mean, like, not bad, but she looked a little older. That's almost a decade ago.
So she's 52.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's too bad.
So she was like 40 well, she was like 44 then, I mean, I don't know. What are you gonna...
I feel really sorry for her. Can she vote?
This is the strangest person you've ever pleasured yourself to.
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Come on, tell me. I don't mind dying for that.
No, I'm going to leave you with that little bit of mystery.
No Scientology questions, huh?
No.
Are you or not? You're not talking?
I told you. Howard's balls, totally inappropriate.
All right, thanks a lot.
How come she won't say if she's a Scientologist?
It's inappropriate.
Hey, finally, do you know who Victoria Pratt is?
No.
All right, let me play this, and I'll show you a picture of her.
Hey, describe Howard Stern in one word.
Pardon me?
Describe Howard Stern in one word.
Hot.
Hot?
So meanwhile,
What the heck is that laugh?
Well, anyway, here's Victoria Pratt. Gary just gave me these photos.
Whoa.
Look at this broad. Fred.
Yeah, she's hot, man.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that.
Whoa.
Benji. Yeah.
I'm just checking this out.
She
She's a
just
fitness
cracked
model.
herself up.
Fitness model. She's in a thong.
She's a fitness model.
Boy, is she hot. Let me see. How old a broad are we talking about here?
Born 1970.
Oh, she's too old for me. 70, let's see, 80, 90, 2000.
She's getting up there. She's still under 40, though.
She's 38. Look at this broad.
She looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah, Victoria Ainsley Pratt, born December 8th, 1970, is a Canadian actress and fitness model. Her television roles include Once a Thief, Cleopatra, Mutant X, and Cleopatra 2525. Boy, she's in some shitty movies. My kind of girl.
I'm going to look weird renting that later.
Gonna look stranger beating off the House of Dead, too.
That's what the internet lets you do, though. You don't have to rent a shitty movie to see these broads.
Right.
Pratt was raised in Chelsea, Ontario. She graduated summa cum laude in kinesiology.
What does that mean, summa cum laude?
That means that's the second highest honors. That's what I graduated.
Magna and then summa.
I graduated BU summa.
So how many people are summa cum laude?
Very few.
Yeah?
Yeah. We're a very elite few.
Oh, you were second? Oh, really? Were you?
I was summa cum.
And what's first?
Magna.
Oh.
I'm very into that, as you can see.
I know. I'd say that if I were
Do
you.
you hold a key?
My parents were proud. Then they realized I graduated in Ingmar Bergman films. Oh. A dumb fucking degree. Toronto's New York University. And she was working in a human performance lab.
What's that?
Where she would test professional athletes. Oh,
how fast they could come?
Let me see how fast you can blow your load on my back. Victoria has nude scenes on MrSkin.com. Let's pull those up.
Examine her body of work.
Robert Kennedy, publisher of Muscle Mag, convinced her to study acting, and she began attending classes at the Actors Network in Toronto. She began to land acting roles in 1998, including the sci-fi TV show Once a Thief. That's pretty impressive. Once a Thief. Let me see. She's naked. Oy vey, look at this broad. There we go. Look at that.
Look at you reading all about her.
Well, why not? She thinks I'm cute.
Howard, what movie? She hasn't been in it. What's Once a Thief? I don't think she's been in a movie that
This
anyone...
sounds more legitimate than Cleopatra 2525.
But, I mean, she hasn't been in anything I've ever heard of.
Once a Thief.
Who's that with?
I don't know. She was in Mutant X. What are you talking about?
Like you didn't see
Let's see,
that.
personal life. Oh, in October 2000, she married T.J. Scott.
Oh, maybe she's not married anymore.
Pratt has a blue belt in Shotokan Karate. Big fucking deal.
Blue?
Even we had that, Robin.
That's the word you start with, right?
Yeah.
What's the...
Yeah, she's married. No.
Let me see her.
Here's her big titties.
Yeah, let's see.
They're fake.
Yeah, they are, but they're good fake.
They're good fake. They look nice.
Oh, man.
Hey, she was in the movie Ham and Cheese, and she played herself.
She played cheese.
She was in Ghost Whisperer. That sounds familiar.
Is that the Channel 2 show?
Yeah.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Oh, yeah, that's what that is.
It's probably like Walk Behind a Horse.
She was in Xena War. Oh, yeah. She played the woman who walked behind the horse. You're right.
She's riding this guy in this thing.
Yeah. This is a good-looking chick. Okay.
She's got her body's like fucking hot.
Rock hard.
John stuff?
Yeah.
Gary Garver, page 1. It's all on the right side.
Gary Garver, page 1.
Yep.
So who did John get to show up at his movie premiere? He got Jay Leno.
He got Kevin Eubanks. I didn't pull that interview because it was dull. He got Jackie Martling.
Jackie you got.
He got Tanya Roberts, who, again, I didn't pull her interview either, but she clearly didn't know why she was there. She's the spokesperson for the movie company.
Yeah, everyone was saying that Lorenzo Lamas showed up, and he had no idea who John was. He came with Sandy Taylor. And I guess, I don't know, he seemed to be wanting to get into Sandy's pants.
I got the impression that he was willing to watch John's movie to go home with Sandy.
Sandy not married?
Sandy's married, so I don't know how far he got.
He just said they were there together as friends.
I see.
You know, the other connection John might have to Tanya Roberts is that they were both walking that Vegas thing.
Right.
Yeah.
He was doing that.
She didn't know. Yeah, she didn't know who he was.
Yeah, let's see. Here's Lorenzo Lamas. He has no idea. Wait. But he's at the premiere. I'm wondering what Jay Leno thinks of the movie. Like, did he like it? Did he get to see it?
Did he go to the premiere?
He was there, yeah. But I don't know if he stayed for the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Gary Garver didn't happen to get him, huh?
And quite frankly, Jay Leno's done movies that are really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever see that thing on HBO once in a while where him and that Chinese guy or...
Pat Morita.
But what is he called?
It's him and Pat Morita. What is that called again, Artie?
Collision Course.
Yeah, that's the best. What?
Well, you know how Jay Leno, his theory is if he doesn't like a movie, he won't say he's seen the movie whenever the person is on the show.
Yeah. So
he interviewed Stuttering John on the show to promote his movie. He never said that he never gave his opinion of the movie.
I got to play that too. Wait, stay here. All right, here's Lorenzo Lamas apparently not knowing where he is.
Okay.
This thing's all frozen now. Fuck. Hold on. My mouse is frozen.
Why are you here?
Friend of mine, Sandra Taylor. She invited me to come along. Yeah.
Do you think Jay Leno is bitter because even though he has higher ratings, he doesn't get the respect Letterman gets?
I think he's making too much money to be bitter about anything.
What do you think makes John such a special entertainer?
John who?
John Melendez.
Oh, John. I've only seen him on those side shots on the show, so I don't really know him. But if he puts Sandy in a movie, I'm on his team. I'm on his team.
Do you know who made this movie and who stars in it?
No.
Do you think John Melendez is better as a celebrity interviewer or an announcer?
Well, I've only seen him as an announcer, but he's doing pretty good as a celebrity right now. Like tonight.
Lorenzo trying to be nice.
I know.
America's ready for a black president?
Sure. I just don't think it's Obama.
And are you here because you lost a bet?
No, I'm here because I found a babysitter at the last minute.
And which is going to be which is a bigger disaster, 9/11 or this movie?
No, come on, man. Don't be joking like that.
And do you think that Johnny Carson hated Jay Leno right up until his death?
I don't think so.
Anyway, that's Lorenzo Lamas not apparently knowing John or what he was at. Then Jay Leno was there and Gary started hammering him with Howard Stern questions.
Oh,
and
really?
And Jay does that thing where he pretends not to hear it. Well, he actually did fight back a little bit. He did kind of attack me.
Oh.
Which is the first time in how many years that I've been bashing him over the head?
But John's been there for 4 or 5, and we didn't like him even before that. So I'd say like 7 or 8.
Yeah, John's been there 4 years now.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Jay, how you doing, man? Good. Why was it so important for you to hire John?
To me to hire? No, he made his own movie.
Have you ever apologized to Howard Stern for stealing John?
Howard Stern, the radio guy from the 90s? Yeah. Mind the guy that was big back in the 90s?
He's still big.
I don't know. He's not on. Is he still? What is he on now?
He's on Sirius Satellite Radio.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get satellite. I know he was on in New York in the 90s. We used to have him on the show when he was popular.
Hey, what bits does Howard Stern claim you stole from him?
Which?
What bits does Howard Stern claim you stole from him?
No, I think Vietnam was started primarily by the French. Remember back in '54 when the French took over that part of the country?
No. Does it bother you that Howard Stern hates you?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Why do you pretend not to hear it when I ask you the question?
Is it possible you could do it without reading? I mean, did you actually memorize anything? I love the fact that you stood here for over an hour with 5 questions, and you actually have to read each one. That's fascinating.
Isn't it?
That's fascinating. Well, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.
All right, big interview from Gary Garver, and Jay Leno's socking it to me, saying I was big in the 90s.
Yeah, he used to have you on.
He used to have me on.
Yeah, Leno coming out like it's when Joe DiMaggio kicked the dirt, a rare show of emotion.
Like a raging bull. I guess then he saw Jay Leno again, but he knew to avoid Gary at that point.
Hey, Jay, who's funnier, you or Letterman?
What's going on? How you doing? Hey, good.
Who's funnier, you or Letterman?
Good work. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I am doing good work.
Hell of a job.
Damn right, I am.
What's your name?
Gary Garver.
Gary. Good to see you, Gary.
Question for you.
Memorize your question.
Hey, Jay, fuck off.
Jay Leno interested in Gary Garver, thinking maybe get another hire in there.
Well, I was going to say, isn't that what he loved about Stuttering John? Just what Gary's doing?
Exactly. Anything notable? Jackie Martling was interviewed, but Stuttering John was interviewed.
You know, you might want to wait on that one. I couldn't. It's 5.5 minutes long, and either you're going to buy into.
Oh, I'd love to hear
John's. It's just like.
Come on, that's half the fun.
There's nothing amazing about the interview. It's just the whole thing. Like Scott's take on it was, you know, John could spin anything anyway. You know, oh, he hopes you're not mad. He didn't know he did anything wrong. You know, a lot of that.
Oh. And then Ross the intern was interviewed?
The only thing I think is interesting about Ross the intern is they should just say it's Ross. Is he
gay?
Is he gay?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't watch Jay.
Saying that.
I just love his voice.
What are you?
I love hearing his voice, Gary.
Oh, I'm Ross Matthews. They call me Ross the intern on Leno.
Oh, Leno?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The least interesting thing about that voice is that he's an intern. Yes.
What's your favorite thing about John on The Tonight Show?
John is nice. John is super nice to me. Really? Yes.
Oh, my God.
Man, that is... I think Jay Leno is better because even though he has higher ratings, he doesn't get the respect Letterman gets.
I think Jay is great at what he does. You say he doesn't get the respect?
Yeah.
He gets the ratings. I think that's what's important.
Does he look like a chick, this dude? I mean,
No.
is he hot? Like a girl?
No.
I mean, he acts like a girl.
Is he chubby?
He's chubby.
He used to be chubby. He was on that.
Slim down?
He was on that Celebrity Fit Club.
Oh, was he?
But
Yeah. By the way, I'm a fan.
Hey, which is a bigger disaster, 9/11 or this movie?
That's a horrible question. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I can't.
By the way, I'm a fan. Isn't he doing the asking the funny questions?
Yes.
Oh, well, of course he'd be a fan.
I would tell you, he sounds more like a chick than Tanya Roberts.
Really? That's unbelievable.
Wikipedia says he's openly gay.
Is that right?
No.
Well, how else? I mean, that is just like... I mean,
he's trying to hide it.
He was on the Rosie O'Donnell cruise this year.
Oh, he was.
I thought maybe this was a character.
Yes,
like you,
I
Rob.
created a character much like Robin, and I asked questions like Stuttering John.
I'm wearing a Batwing dress.
You know, that guy is, in the words of the Iron Sheik, gay and... you know.
Right.
I'm not going to go there.
I would say he's probably more the woman than the man in the anal area.
There ain't nothing about him that screams pitcher.
Right. You want to hear Stuttering? Well, I got Joe Frazier, but do you want to hear a little bit of Stuttering John?
I really think it's interesting, yeah.
What's up, Gary? Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? Highlight of my career. Hey, Gary. Gary Garver interviewing me. How cool is that? How wild is that? A 46-year-old Gary Garver. And a 37-year-old Stuttering John. Hey, Howard, how are you, buddy? Oh, I got a ton of questions for you. You going to answer? You do. I'll do as many as I can. All right, come on. Don't be a pussy.
Wow. John only has time for a limited question.
Oh, he's, trying to get away?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. This is like some sort of...
Weird, bizarre
tear in the cosmic schism.
Oh, okay. All right. What's your greatest contribution to the Howard Stern Show?
I would probably say the most famous contribution is the interviews. You know, see, this is, he's going to do softball first, and then he's going to whack me over the head. I'm going to whack you right now. All right, here we go. Why do you think Fred Norris dislikes you? I don't know. I mean, I always liked Fred. I mean, we were in the Losers together. I mean, we've hung out. I don't know what it is. I mean, I have no hard feelings towards Fred. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't.
Yeah, Fred, you really don't like John, right?
No, I don't, and he's lying.
You mean he's lying?
Yeah, this is like, he's like Robo-J now. He's adopted the whole Jay Leno persona. And that's okay. John, I wish you the best. Good luck. Stay on the West Coast.
Are you saying he knows why you don't like him?
I don't know if he knows. I don't care if he knows.
Do I know why you don't like him, though?
No.
Why don't you like him?
I just don't like him.
You know what? I'm not busting your balls. I really want to know why, because maybe I don't like him.
Well, my reasons for not liking him would be different for your reasons for not liking him.
Should I not like him?
That's up to you.
No, I'm saying, do you think I'm naive here and shouldn't like John? I like John, but maybe I'm wrong.
Unless he's done something to you that maybe has caused you some stuff.
Did you ever like him?
Yeah, I did.
You did? And at what point did you stop liking him?
Geez, I don't know.
Like years in?
Years in.
Years in.
Yeah, John seems to think that I had some sort of vendetta against him, and then he turned that into some other shit, which...
Is there a specific incident that made you hate John? Or many incidents?
I think it was cumulative.
Cumulative.
Yeah.
All right.
It was just like, okay, that's enough.
Okay.
And that's it.
Personal stuff.
Personal stuff.
He said things to you. He actually spoke to you. That's why I don't talk to Fred. That's the way he likes me.
I was going to say, was it stuff on the air or personal? So
I think it was more of the on-air shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what John said about you on the air. I would be afraid to say anything about you.
When have you been afraid of anybody?
Well, I wised up.
Oh, please.
Tried in the beginning.
I have a theory that, because the times when I found it, and I'm friends with John, but the times
That's
where
your misfortune.
Well, the times where I found it hard to...
Have you seen John's movie yet?
Yeah, it's really hard to get a movie made, man, and I'm glad he got one made.
All right, go ahead. And so what do you think is the problem with Fred?
Well, I'm just talking about, I don't know if this is it, but you talk about on-air stuff. Sometimes it took me a while to warm up to John because I felt, and this was something that the fans loved him for, when he would rat you out on the air. Sometimes there was always a gray area where... Didn't I tell you not to mention that? And he would go, no.
No, you never said.
He would bring up a loophole. And
you go, what's the big deal? What's the big deal?
Yeah, and then I finally, from doing the road so much, we got closer, and I just finally said, all right, certain things, there's no gray area. Right. I would explain it to him. But, when
before that, though, there were times where you go, wow, if this happened a bunch of times, like maybe it happened to Fred, I would rather not be in the guy's company. I can understand.
I see. All right. So was it something like that, Fred?
It would be something like that, yes.
Personal things were revealed on the air that you asked him not to.
Well, it's not that I asked him. It's like he should have known better.
I can tell you one other thing.
Judgment, that's true.
Right. I think he used bad judgment, but I think he was also trying to make his mark on the show, and he would go to any lengths to...
And John also accused you of filtering the email against him. I know
and the funny thing is that was the biggest lie he's ever told, because you can ask Jason Kaplan. Jason revealed on one of the wrap-up shows that one time he had Jason and other people filter in good stuff about John, which I put in.
Right.
And then Jason said, see, he doesn't filter the email. And then he came up with some cockamamie excuses to why I still hate him.
The other thing I think that Fred had an issue with is that he found, especially towards the end, John to be less than honest. You know, that John would sort of rewrite history. I know one of the things that Fred always defended me on was when John went to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Right. Which was his star turn.
Right. And John told me he was taking 3 weeks off when he told me he was taking 1 week off. And Fred was a witness to that.
I was here. I saw the whole thing go down, and he flat out lied.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to the interview, Fred. Thank you for sharing.
Who did you dislike the most on the Howard Stern show?
Wow, that's a really good question. Who did I dislike the most?
Be honest.
Wow. No, that's really good, Gary. I got to think about that. I can't say I really disliked anybody that much on the show.
Who didn't you not like? Who's a pain in the ass?
God, sorry, Gary. I mean, you know how it was. It was a family. We were all hanging out. It wasn't like I ever left hating anybody. You know what I mean?
Do you regret saying Howard should have paid you more on the Adam Carolla show?
What?
I said, do you regret saying Howard should have paid you more on the Adam Carolla show?
Yeah, I didn't, it was early in the morning. I did like 8 interviews that morning. I, didn't think he would take it that way, and it was unfortunate, and I hope to see Howard soon, and, I don't know, have dinner or whatever. I mean, it wasn't, I didn't think I was saying anything that he hasn't said before, you know what I mean? So I'm,
Well, John really got rid of that stutter.
I know. Who is this guy?
It comes back at the end.
Ralph, what is it?
Oh, it's sickening. His voice and everything. His demeanor. Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
You saw the movie?
I did.
Well, why don't you be honest here and talk about how fucking bad it is and unwatchable?
Are you saying, Artie, you mean... I haven't seen the movie personally.
Do you have a copy? Because I want to watch it and
Artie, you say you've seen the movie? And
Yes, I saw the movie, and I called John right after I saw it, and I said, it's very impressive that
that I know hard like you could get a movie.
Well, no. I know what it's like to try to get a film made. I've been on the producing end and just being an actor in a few. It's very difficult.
How bad is it? On a scale of 1 to 10.
What is your review of the movie?
On an adjusted scale, because it's a friend. Maybe, but and it's also
budget.
An independent, low-budget film.
So you're saying it was good?
I'm saying it. I'm saying he pulled off something that I find to be impressive. And
you think the movie was impressive?
Yeah.
Is impressive or hoodwink a better word?
As a guy, let me try to categorize this a little more.
Would you say, Artie? Would you say a lot of bad movies get made in Hollywood?
Well, I've been in about 12 of them. I know.
Would that be impressive too?
But you would recommend that the audience see it?
Go ahead, hang yourself.
What would you do
if they know Gary happens to have a free DVD of it? No.
I was going to say, how hard should they try to find this film?
Listen, man.
Should they spend $10 to rent this?
I think, yes, they should.
You say.
I recommend.
All right, so you're in favor of people wasting $10 of their hard-earned money.
I recommend watching it if you want to call in and goof on John and talk about how bad it is.
I think a fan of the show would love seeing this movie.
So for historical purposes.
But a fan of movies would not like this movie.
Well, I can't speak for fans of movies.
How bad is that?
How long did it take to see the movie?
I mean, is it...
Hey, Artie.
You know that old saying, someone was so dumb... Someone was so dumb it took him an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes.
Artie, honestly.
Is that it's so deep?
Listen, Ralph,
How come John didn't come in here and promote the movie?
Well, it's funny. He at the end of the interview, he says, hey, Gary, by the way, call me. I want to come in. And I was going to talk to you about it later. I think he's coming in to do Conan O'Brien in a couple of weeks, and he said he wanted to come in. We'd have him in, right?
Absolutely.
So I think he is going to come in.
No problem.
Oh, good. I'll have to watch the movie for that and talk to him about it.
All right.
Listen, I would definitely say that a fan of our show and a fan of John on the Tonight Show would enjoy seeing it.
Artie, how much of the movie did you see, honestly?
I saw the whole movie.
You sat through that whole thing.
I was partially standing by the refrigerator to get a sandwich.
Now, is it a comedy, Artie? Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy, yeah.
How many laughs? That's a good...
How many laughs?
Well, as a comic, I'm so jaded, Robin.
All right, thank you.
But I
got
said,
Joe Frazier here.
I'll say that I said out loud, man, that's good stuff about 20 times.
All right. How many stars do you give it? All right, thank you, Ralph.
Huge liar.
What were you drinking when you said, man, that's good stuff?
Apparently what Ralph was drinking last night.
What is it, Frank? Yeah, Frank.
Yeah. That movie sucks.
Of course.
How did you see it?
I saw it on DVD.
Oh, yeah?
How?
The way to see it.
I saw it on DVD, but because I have incredible connections in show business. How did you see it, sir?
No, it's out straight to DVD, Artie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They put that piece of shit in the theater?
No, but I didn't know it came out on DVD
I think
already.
they did show it in a few theaters, Ralph.
Well, that's how you call it a movie.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you, Ralph, and thank you, Frank.
Copies on the shelf, and I was there were when I left the store, there were 3 copies on the shelf.
You're the only boob who rented it.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right.
I will say...
They take a shot at Howard.
Oh, really?
In that movie.
They do?
They do? I don't remember that.
What'd they say?
He's sitting on a step, and there's a stuttering kid, and they're making fun of him, and he tells them, hey, you know, those aren't your friends. He gives the kid some advice. Those aren't your friends. Friends don't make fun of you for your stutter.
Like the Sopranos.
All right, enough of that. Listen, goodbye, guys. I got to talk
I will
to
say,
Joe
Ralph,
Frazier.
John never called me about Beer League to say it either way, so I'm not saying this because I feel I owe him anything.
What did you say?
Should I finish the interview with John and then get right to Joe Frazier?
I mean, I'm enjoying the John.
Okay, all right.
You know, I don't know. I'd love to make up with him at some point because I have no hard feelings towards Howard.
Who do you admire more, Howard Stern or Jay Leno?
I admire them both. They're both incredibly talented people, and you know, I mean, and they both deserve their success. How's that?
What do you think of Artie's weight problem?
It worries me sometimes because I love Artie. I mean, he's a really good friend, and you know, I just want Artie to live a long, healthy life. So, you know, it concerns me sometimes.
Why don't you ever credit Fred Norris and Jackie Martling for writing your celebrity questions?
I've said it in plenty of interviews before. I mean, I don't know how many times I could say it. I mean, how many times did they say it?
You used footage of yourself from the Howard Stern show on your movie trailer. Did you ask permission?
Well, you know what? It wasn't on my actual movie show. It was just on the web, which was, I mean, if he's mad about it, I would take it off in a second. I didn't know it was a big deal. I mean, you know, I used some Tonight Show clips too, and, you know, listen, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. So if he really didn't want me to do it, I was just trying to show, you know, who I was then and, you know, and the things I'm doing now. It wasn't a malicious thing, you know, at all.
How much do you make a year? Bastard.
Thank you. Well, Gary, here's a better question. How much are you making right now?
I'm not telling that. You're making a hell of a lot more than me. Let's put it that way.
You know what? I've been very lucky.
And what would you be doing today if you had never interned on the Howard Stern show?
Listen, I've always been grateful to Howard. I mean, you know, he gave me my start, and, you know, it was a great door to a lot of things, and I've said that in the past, and, you know, I mean, it's on the NBC website where I thank him. So, I mean, you know, like, again, I mean, you know, I mean, I hope to be friends with him again someday. I mean, listen, for 4 years I've done interviews since I left.
Why does John go around saying I'm not friends with him? It's not that I'm not friends with him. I don't have any I saw him at Ross Zapin's wedding, and I said, how you doing, man? What's happening? Blah, blah. There was no hard feeling. I don't know why he has this thing where he wants to be friends with me. I am his friend.
Well, but that's
that's
John's thing, though. It's like if you're not having dinner with him and you're not
his friend. I never had dinner. I mean, once in a while, John would come out to my house, right. But you know.
But that's a big thing to John. If you don't sit with him, you're not his friend.
Oh, well, all right. Well, sorry.
Maybe it means he doesn't see as much.
Yeah, well, he doesn't see me at all.
I mean, he's on the other coast. That's what happens.
Anyway, Joe Frazier's here. There was more to that interview, but I don't want to keep Joe waiting.
All right.
You understand? I was starting to zone a little bit on it. Were you?
No, I was fascinated.
You were?
I'm fascinated by the new edition.
What do you mean?
Just the new erudite
John.
Very well spoken John, very civil, very self-effacing.
All right, there's a minute 49 left. I'll finish it.
The show and never managed to piss him off. So if I did it once, all right, come on. I mean.